ஏய் ஏய் தம்பி, இப்போ ஒருத்தர் வெளில வாங்குறான், ஒருத்தர் உள்ள வாங்குறான். என்னடா நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க?
The name of the students whoever is going to present which presentation will enlighten the entire auditorium. I feel so. I said, students' power is the nation's power. We have a team of students who are young engineers. They are ready to pitch their ideas on productivity and sustainability. Now I hand over the session to P.S. Krishna and Niranjan.
Good afternoon to everyone. This is Ivan Niranjan, Secretary of NGR and Insider. Team LPC coordinator pitch presentation in this 3 rounds. A total of 30 participants took a part in the submissions of this short video. In this first round, 19 participants present their short videos. From that, we selected the 15 participants for the second round. And then in the second round, we finalized the 6 members who are proceed to the last round scheduled. It's today. And first, Jagan Balaji, Rajalakshmi College of Rajalakshmi Engineering College. Jagan Balaji, yeah, it's your stage.
Once upon a time, women being employed is not a common thing, unfortunately. But nowadays, it has become a very normal thing, right? Because it is normalized. Because a huge set of people are doing that. Similarly, interracial marriages are not normal thing in olden days. But it is normalized because a huge set of people are doing that right now. Similarly, being strict is not normalized yet. Being strictly greener is not normalized yet. For example, if we go to any shop, there might be some unwanted fans and lights running. We need to be strict. We know about the Anniyan character Ampi. We need to be like him. We need to make that thing normal. When we make that such thing normal, these people will also follow that. At college, people, I'm sorry to say this, some people at our college, including teachers, just turn on the lights and go away. Not in only in my college, in many of the places. So we need to be strict there. We need to turn off the lights by seeing that someone will change. Even if it's not our class, we need to just if we see any classes where lights and fans are running unnecessarily, we need to be strictly turning off that. So in this way, we can create awareness and also we can follow that at the same time. So that is one thing, we need to be strictly greener. And second thing is we need to know how to be strictly greener and also how to incorporate technologies into that. Here the dignified dignitaries are present, the future engineers are present, the people, that is the teachers who are going to make the future engineers are also present. So we all know these technologies, but we are not strict yet. If we include this technology and strictness together, a better world will be there. And we can achieve that thing called green productivity and sustainability. This is my humble view. So thank you.
Thank you, Jagan Balaji. And the next participant is M. Maria Roshan from Amit University. Maria Roshan.
Good afternoon, all. I am Emily Roshan, second year from Amit University. My topic is my view to achieve green productivity and sustainability. First, we can see what is green productivity and sustainability. Green productivity is the way to achieve business productivity and environmental resources simultaneously. Then, when we come to sustainability, it is the way that we can achieve our goals by not harming the environment. There are seven views to achieve green productivity and sustainability. First view is the avoid waste and emission. And the second view is using non-renewable energy like sun and windmill. Then third is avoid harmful gases like which is emitting from the vehicles and industries. We can reduce harmful gases by using e-vehicles instead of the pure vehicles. Then the fourth view is using sustainable procurement. Like environment, society, environment, there are some sustainable procurements. We can follow that and we can achieve the sustainable productivity. Then the fourth view is the green productivity methodology. There are some methodology like getting started, planning, generation, and evolution of green productivity options, implementation of green productivity options, monitoring and review, sustaining green productivity. Then the sixth view is the reduce, reuse, and recycle. Then the final view is avoid waste of like using not using the pest and harmful chemicals to the crops, so that we can achieve the green productivity and sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria Roshan. Next participant is J. Deepika from Dr. MGR Education and Research Institute.
A very good afternoon to all present here. This is Deepika from Dr. MGR University Education and Research Institute. I'm here to speak about the topic my view of achieving productivity and sustainability. The image I shared depicts a future world where green productivity and sustainability have been arrived. It shows the example of sustainable transportation, renewable energy resource, and eco-friendly buildings and infrastructure. This image future world characterized by the balance between economic growth, social progress, and also environmental protection. And also this image is and also this image is achieving this vision will require us to collective effective and commitment on sustainability for all areas in production and consumption. Conclusion: achieving green productivity and sustainability will require us to shift in willingness and embrace to change. It also requires us to rethink the way we consume, produce and consume goods and services, where we produce and consume goods and services and priority sustainability in over short term period. Finally, it's important to reduce waste, to reduce energy resources and energy consumption,
Time up.
and to
Time up. Thank you. Thank you, Deepika.
Students, you just applause after completion of the speech. It is mandatory, you have to do it, please. That will be the motivation concept for the person who is speaking here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Deepika. And then the next participant, Sachin from Dr. MGR Education Research Institute. Welcome, Sachin.
Good evening, everyone. So as you can see, a smiley face, and all of you here are laughing, looking at it. I mean, so why do I have a smiley face over here? I don't have anything green, I don't have anything complicated, that's just smiling face. So why do I have just a smiling face? And how does this relate with green productivity and sustainability? Let me explain. So let us imagine a world which is developed, which is so advanced, and there are tall buildings and aeroplanes flying all over the world. But when you're walking in that road, in that world, it's the air is polluted. It is thick and polluted. Does that give you any happiness? Does it give you any peace or satisfaction inside? No, right? No. How does this can be called as development? That is never development when you don't have the nature also being held and when it's continued. Now, let us think of a different world. A world where there is advancements, but at the same time, there are also tall trees and fully green stuff surrounding you. Now, yes, we are helping the nature by doing that. And what I'm trying to say here is development doesn't mean only about tall buildings and advancements, but also helping the mother nature. We have come so far by the advancements and all those things because of what our mother earth has given us, all those resources. Yes, so only if that is there, we get this happiness in all of our faces. So advancements is about green productivity, saving our planet, keeping it safe, and also achieving the advancement. And that is where a world is called a develop and growth. Thank you, everyone.
And sweet.
Thank you, Sachin.
Your name is Sachin, right? So you made it very easy.
Which are going to problems. This plant makes the disturbs sustainability. Due to climate change, clean water and life below underwater. This plants in lakes, there's so much of tons of plants in the lakes. Due to this plants, underwater fishes and then life cycle of the fishes was damaged and the evaporation, normal evaporations of the lake is 1.0.7. But due to this plant, it's 3 times greater. So that the water water evaporations is much 3 times greater. So that I took this problem and I complained CM and IAS, but they took temporary job and investment is closed. For in Asian countries, there are a solution using man-powered robot. But myself, I created as a unmanned things. Because of Indian culture, they have the manned vehicle. Assam country already started by using this plant, making this valuable additional products to develop the human environment. For that, I created unmanned vehicle to get 24/7 autonomous operation by continuously getting the plans and turns into the productivity. So that India turns the productivity is an efficient manner and turns the plans into the valuable things. We can get a woman employment high and craft manufacturing. So that circular economy is presented here. Not only these three SCD goals are mentioned here. Apart from that, by directly is supporting a number of things also. So that's thank you.
Thank you, sir. Shanmugathan. And then the last participant is Sumita from Knowledge Institute of Technology. Welcome, Sumita.
Hi everyone, this is Sumita from Knowledge Institute of Technology. So my topic is about my view to achieve green productivity and sustainability. So green productivity is having a key point such as social well-being and eco-friendly ways to achieve green productivity. And then the third point is how we promote sustainable resources. So these are the key points for green productivity. The major depletion of the sustainability occurs through the industries. They emit gases like methane, so that we could collect methane gas and transform into a biogas fuel and use it for a vehicle. We do e-waste, but due to that production, many gases are evolved in air. Next, how it plays a major role in working employees. We work 9 to 10 hours in system, and the person who's working literally 9 to 10 hours before the system gets stressful easily. So if they have a green environment around them, they would get a stress-free life. So this plays a major role in their IT sector people also. There is also statistical data that through plastics, many animals are being extinct. Like 700 animals sea animals are going to be extinct. So that sustainable play does not play a major role here. What is sustainability? And whether do we follow sustainability? Okay, we use paper bags instead of plastics, but do the paper bags, where are they made from? To the trees. They cut the trees for making those paper bags. And lot of trees are being depleted. Are they also extinct? So our future generation should also witness this beautiful planet. So let us save some resources for them too. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumita. And then you are coming from the other districts for this event, I think. Thank you for that. And then thank you all. And then thank you all for this wonderful opportunities.
Thank you so much, dear students. We are profusely elated to welcome and greet the speaker of the session, Dr. P.S. Kumar, Executive Director, PTC, Senior Vice President, Butterfly. We would like to invite Professor Dr. Suchitra, Dean Evans, to introduce the speaker.
A warm welcome and good afternoon to many of you present here. I'm very happy and proud to give intro about an electric person. Dr. P.S. Kumar is a seasonal professional with a rich tapestry of qualification and over 36 years of diverse experience aimed with BE, MB, MBA and PhD. He is a fellow of the Institution of Engineers. He has navigated the corporate landscape with notable roles at L&T and FEAR industry, currently serving as an executive director at Prathivi Growth Cap Private Limited. As a business management consultancy, Dr. Kumar brings a wealth of expertise in different streams. Dr. Kumar is a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. He's adopted a crafting tailor mechanical management solutions. Dr. Kumar committed lies in delivering holistic solution that derives success across the spectrum of business operation. Very warm welcome, sir, and thank you for spending your valuable time with us. Welcome, sir.
Give a round of applause.
Jonah.
Good evening, friends. Yeah, okay. Many people talk about productivity, sustainability, industry 4.0, industry 5.0. I'm skipping what are the things I already spoke, which is not going to be beneficial to either you or me. So I will focus only on things which is important and relevant, which was not covered by the earlier speakers. Okay. Industry 4.0, 5.0, it's a totally new subject. Many of you may not be aware of it. Some of the colleges have already started implementing, some colleges not yet implemented. But I can tell you, you see today's LinkedIn post, after 5 years, if you are not following Industry 4.0, you will not be in manufacturing or service sector. I am saying it, you mark my words, and after 5 years, if you are working in a company or you are going to join a company which is not following Industry 4.0 or 5.0 will not exist in the business. Morning, Balavan told about Nokia. That is towards the perceived benefits likely to get from the smartphone. They didn't understand. They thought that keyboard technology is the best. They cost. Similarly, here it is going to be Industry 4.0. Why? People like us are business people. We are not concerned about what is the social development we are doing it. We are concerned about the profit first. The moment I look at profit, Industry 4.0 gives me 30% reduction in manpower. That means I can save cost by 30%. 20% increase in productivity. That means another 20% I am going to get. And 10% increase in productivity and performance and quality transparency, which makes me 60% more profit without spending much. If I am going to earn 60% more profit, then why I have to say no to that? Whether you like it or not, all the multinationals are already into Industry 4.0 now. In fact, to be precise, Japan and Germany are into Industry 5.0. We are not yet started Industry 4.0. Some of the few companies like Lazarus Group, TCS, or Tata Consultancy, or Tata Motors, Hyundai is doing it for the past 20 years. Okay, so those people already started doing it. So there is a way we have to go for it. I have given a lot of information in the what you call my content of the probably they will be sharing with you how to increase the productivity. I am not going to talk about productivity. I am going to talk about sustainability. See, your Industry 4.0, I already told you, I will go into the details. Efficiency and effectiveness. Somebody told me that in the morning session, people talked about NPC, I think, yeah. Or the National Productivity Council, we talk about numbers. Yes, as a businessman, we want more profit. We don't look at anything else. As a businessman, we wanted more profit. Profit is, we don't measure it, profit means increase in production or increase in product. I want OEE, overall equipment effectiveness. That is only we calculated. I will tell you what is OEE. If I am not focusing on OEE, what will happen to my total production? You can see it. Second, integration of new technologies. What is new technologies? Somebody talked about blockchain, somebody talked about advanced simulation, somebody talked about augmented reality, virtual reality, so many things. It will keep on happening. And Balaman also told it will happen. It is a philosophy. It is not a destination. So today also somebody will be working, which we will be doing. It's called mixed reality. So we don't even know what is augmented reality. We don't even know about virtual reality. Now the people are talking about mixed reality. Some more advanced thing is coming. Similarly, if we, I'm not talking about only under manufacturing. I'm talking about marketing. In marketing also, if you talk about digital marketing, we think that we are very high. I will tell a word which you may not be, most of you may not be knowing about it. It's called neuromarketing. Neuromarketing means I make you to buy what I want you to buy. You cannot decide. Like you cannot decide what you want to buy. I will make you to buy what you want to buy. And I will decide. So neuromarketing is very rare subject and it PhD under. What I'm trying to say is the advanced technologies keep on changing. Then about IIoT, IoT people will say, but I call it as IIoT because industrial interlinking of technologies. Okay, that is called IIoT, we call it as. So what happened, many technologies has to combine together. It is not only collecting information. Then talk about data analysis and cloud. Earlier we thought that data is information. Now it is no more. Information anybody can get it. But how I am perceiving it from the information, how I am going to get my decision based on the information, convert it by means of analysis only. What are the analysis? There are different methods of analysis. Still people think that, okay, currently also we will know that, okay, I am doing R. R is long ago. Say, some people will say that I am doing Python. That is long ago. Tableau has come. So what happens is people have to continuously upgrade. Morning also somebody told that upgradation is very important because this is, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. I'm repeating it, you don't have a choice. Because if you are not getting upgraded, you will not be selected. Right? Simple. Because when I studied engineering 82, 86, when I came out of my college, we were only 420 engineers in Tamil Nadu. Today, how many engineers you can see yourself? We got 3 of them. So employability was better. Today, employability is not better. The reason is demand is more and supply is not to the same quality. So we are not able to. People are getting today you see it in Chennai, 2,800 Koreans are working. Do we need Korean? Why we need Korean? Because we are not capable to that work. So they are getting people. What is the money Hyundai pays to that? How many of you know that what is the amount of expert we call? Those people who are coming from Japan and Germany, all this thing, how much money is going out of our country? Because we are not keeping upgrading also. And augmented reality will talk about the industry institution cooperation or collaboration. It's a must. You don't have a choice. Because if you are not going to collaborate with the industry needs will not be understood by teaching institution, which in turn your people will not get employed. Okay, this is, I'm not going to talk about this. This is available in Google. I'm talking about industry 0.0, which many things may not be available in the what do you call Google. I'm not putting what is here. I'm just taking our South Indian temple, Tanjavur temple, or Kalani Grand Anakat, if you take it 2000 years before they consecrated it. Do you mean to say that those people do not know what is the project management? That we need to learn from the foreigners? We know project management much better. You see some of my Google videos available in my YouTube channel. What I'm trying to say is 6 years we completed a construction of Tanjavur big temple. Forget about the religious aspect of construction alone you take it. Okay, 60,000 tons of granite has been used. No, it completely interlocking. That means no binding material, no cement, no mortar. That is, what is the next comparable structure available is Pisa Tower, which is around 180 feet only. but it has heated 6 degree, 5.5 to be precise, and they brought back to 3.4. And they took it 119 years to complete the Pisa Tower. And we did it in 6 hours, 6 to 7 years. So what I am trying to say is, we need not learn from anybody, but we have to redo the same thing what we did here. But for that's the reason I'm saying that all these things, we don't have a record. Because after Rajaraj only we have a record. Before that, we don't have a record. You go to North India, somebody might have gone to Allahabad, Ellora temples if you see, and you see Ellora temple, Kashi Vishwanath temple, completely carved out from the top down. Top down means there is no material is available nearby 40 kilometers. That means it must be used with the laser technology. Otherwise, it is not possible. Carved down from a hill, they carved the entire temple. Okay, so typical industry, how it will be? It's just like somebody goes and gets an order. It's a salesperson, and after getting an order, that guy goes to give the approval for the management or the technical head, whoever it may be. After getting it approved, then it will go to purchase department. So purchase department will decide what are the items to be bought, what are the items to be manufactured in-house. And after that, it gives for the in-house manufacturing. Then it will go for sub-assembly. Then it will go for final assembly. Then it will go for dispatch, inspection, and lease. So I'm just saying that, just giving an example, simple example. In reality, it will be much more. But for the students of engineering, this is more than sufficient. So there are 7 operations are involved. That means a person is placing an order on you, which get converted, supplied as a product. There are 7 departments of it. Okay. Assuming that if you say that your efficiency is say 85% or whatever, 88%. And if your efficiency is around 80%, and your efficiency is 70%. Anyone can guess and tell me what is the only students. Anyone can guess and tell the student what is the overall equipment efficiency of this organization. Any one organization, just for curiosity, I just want to understand. 7 operations are involved, 7 departments are involved. Our company is saying that we are around 82% efficient. We are around 78% efficient. We are around 60% efficient. What will be the company's efficient? Anyone? No. Okay. That's the reason why you are not getting employed means not employable. That is the reason I am saying that you need to have a drive for it. Actually, if you are 85% efficient, your company is only 32% efficient. That means if I pay 100 rupees and expecting a product from you for 100 rupees, you are going to deliver 32 rupees of product and you expect me to have the loyalty towards you. Are you expecting us to have the confidence on you, your efficiency, your company? You committed that you will deliver 100 rupees income, whereas you are delivering 32 rupees. Why you have to take it? Whereas if you see it over here, 95% also you are going to be only 70%. 95 if you say that it's also 70% because if you just multiply 7 times, that is 0.85 into 0.85 into 0.85, 0.85, you put 7 times, you get the same. Okay. So I'm talking about very old. This slide is, I'm into Industry 4.0 consulting for the past 4 years. Maybe one of the pioneers in India. Here, if you see it, maybe around 2014 or something, I went to Germany. Earlier, I used to buy this yogurt. This is Lindale. This is a very good yogurt. So I bought this yogurt because we are being a South Indian, we prefer to have something with curd. Okay, so we take rice and we put the yogurt. Even though it is sweet, we will be eating it. Very, very happy, comfortable. After 3 years, I'm talking about coming to the OE Industry 4.0. After 3 years, when I went to Germany, can you imagine how many varieties I met up? 3 years before, it was only 4. After 3 years, how many varieties? Any rough guess? 96. So I was please that. I asked the guy because I know them. I regularly go to the German restaurant. I asked him why it is 4 to 96. Then immediately typical stupid engineer mind came into the mind saying that if I am going to produce 96 varieties, minimum order quantity, change over time, what is the loss, all this thing worked out. I asked him how you are able to manage that. We don't have any minimum order quantity. Even if you want 30 particular size, suppose is this yogurt, I want 30, you will get 30. I couldn't believe. The reason is they applied the industry 4.0 into that already in the manufacturing system. Okay. So I'm not going to talk about this technology is available in Google. You can see it yourself. All the different technologies. Don't talk about all this technology. This technology currently it may be 9. It may be when you complete your engineering, maybe in another 1 year, it may be 12. After that, it may be 14 or 18 also. So these are the technologies from Indian point of view, whether it is going to add value to me, whether it is going to add profit to me, then only I am interested. Somebody is saying that no, you just go for big data analytics or you go for advanced robots. Why I have to go for advanced robot? If my machine equipment is going to produce give the product as per the requirement, why I have to spend money on the advanced robots? The autonomous robots. What is autonomous robots? Robots will do the job. Autonomous robots is the brain is inside. That was introduced in India in Chennai for 25 years before when Hyundai started the plant. How many of you visited Hyundai plant? You go and see it in Hyundai plant. There is no engineer in the assembly shop. Augmented, that means advanced robots, autonomous robots means first one car chases will come and cover 4 what you call door will come. Sandro. Next will be gets after that it will be Elantra. After that it will be some other big SUV. So the robot itself can find out and understand everything very well, and it says that okay, I know I am going to weld for Sandro. I am going to weld for Gates. I am going to weld for Elantra. All this happens in 1.5 minute, because the total throughput from the conveyor, automatic conveyor was 68 cars per minute. 68 cars per minute. So, okay, Industry 5.0. What is Industry 5.0? See, whatever you have done about the profitability, but now it is being focusing more into human centric. Okay, human centric in the sense is how I am going to add value. If I am going to talk about something which is common, general, repeated job, I don't want to do it. Robo can do it. Okay, so that technology came into the picture. That is called human centric. Then exolitons. You might have seen in Avatar movie. Avatar movie, when it came, at least first, I'm talking about first Avatar, at least some 12 years, 10 years. 10 years before, in that you might have seen people in the jungle when they go, there is a man, they will put a man will get into a robo and he will magnify his efforts. That means you want to pick up an elephant, he will move the joystick, that joystick will pick up the elephant because magnified. So his effort is magnified. That is called excelitron. So that is some 10 years before, already they made the product. Have you studied this? You are not studying this, but you want the job to be given. How it will be given? Because industry will use this only. Industry will not use what you talk about pneumatic robots. Pick and place devices, what we call. Pick and place devices, we don't even touch. And talk about your additive technology. It's called 3D printing. Now you have metal printing in 3D. Metal products can be produced with the 3D. There is no need of CAD, no need of machining, no need of all this thing. Everything can be converted and you will get it in maybe 7 to 8 minutes, you will get a product. 30% of your aircraft, 30% of Boeing components are 3D printed. So how many of you know about 3D printing? I mean, to the industrial blockchains. Industrial blockchain is basically cyber security systems. But this and all, it is already came and going to get implemented because I will give you a real time example. I don't want to name the company, somebody I told you the name. One big MNC appointed us as a consultant and we want to evaluate their suppliers and we evaluated and they told that it will take out of 16 people, 7 people can be upgraded. So this is the investment is needed. We can able to confirm the price and product quality 23% lower than what is produced in China. You know what happened? After 6 months, I talked to the people, the company told that, no, we talked to all the 16 vendors. 16 vendors are not ready to upgrade themselves. Oh, we decided to drop all and we are on our own. They are putting the company. 585 people lost the job. 585 people lost the job. Because the Philips is, sorry, can give the name. Philips is not a Netherlands company anymore, it was a Chinese company now. How many of you know that Philips is a Chinese company? So, very thing, we think that what we see, that's what I told in the morning, like what you are considering your competition is a VET or maximum, what do you call, maybe nearby IIT, Anna University. Absolutely not. They are not going to be a competitor at all. They are also in the same boat, like you. But some students within this college itself, if they are equipping themselves advanced level, then they will go. Okay. I will talk a little bit on the how Industry 4.0 can be implemented in academic institutions, which can be beneficial for the students, for the industry, for the people. See, the first thing is AR and VR. You can learn at your time. Because if you ask me to take a class for the students of engineering or the students of management, what I will be saying the structure is to the lowest level, the person at that level I prepare the presentation. Okay, the senior person or the experienced or the learned person will not be interested in listening to the low level talk. Okay, so his attention retention, many of us doesn't know what is attention retention. Earlier it was 40 minutes. That means if I can hold the attention of the student for 40 minutes, that's the reason our class duration was 40 minutes. But it is only 7 minutes now. If you are not hold your attention of your student for 7 minutes, then he will switch off mentally, physically he will be available, he will be somewhere else. So you have to bring back attention every 7 minutes. If you listen to my conversation, I used it everywhere and I asked the probing questions. So you will come back to me. That's the reason I'm saying it. Which is studied in neuro-linguistics programming. How many of you know about neuro-linguistics programming? Many people talk about communication skills. Communication skills and all, maybe some 70, 80 years before. Now somebody is talking about, because in neuro-linguistic programming, we decide what you have to talk to me. We decide what you have to talk to me. And I will ensure that you will talk to me what I want to talk. I'm not joking. Anybody who is master in NLP will be there. All the companies, senior executives are like that. Okay. Here, big data analysis. You take a lot of data and from this you can analyze what the student likes, why he likes, how he is interested, what are the areas of improvement. I'm not talking about weakness, I'm really in areas of improvement. Because we need, everyone doesn't have any weakness. Because all human beings will have 1300 grams of brain. Maybe girls will have 30 grams more. That's all. But all the 1300 grams of brain, how you are using it makes a difference. Okay. So which we can find out from this big data analysis, and we alter the subject according to that. Suppose if you want some performance is, the person is interested in this, but the performance is that, before that we will be knowing it. So you change your decision. That means this is the helpful of our big data analysis. So this big data is to be collected. It can be from different ways. Like, it will be monitoring you with the things which we use in the webcams, hidden webcams. Without your knowledge, it will be monitoring you and tell you whether you are interested or not interested. that will be fed into the system. So that is created that, and that is happening already. We are not talking something new. Talking about collaboration with the industry is very important. One of my friends was talking about this is very, like, this is the dashboard of a car. Okay, we create this dashboard from 1.8 minutes. We produce one company, one car dashboard in 1.8 minutes. If I have to produce that car dashboard, I have to produce a mold for that. So while making the mold, what I do is I do this advanced simulation. Is again, once again, the SNDC 4.0. Here I will inject my plastic or aluminum even before product is being produced, before designing itself, not even mold is ready. We design and develop, and we know what is the stress point. This, whatever red is stress point, that is going to have problem. So I know how to balance it. So we keep on altering it and the software and alter it, and we make it complete green or blue. Once we make it, then we go for. So if somebody comes to me for getting it approval, I simply answer, where is the Moldex report? Because even though I got a best guy, whatever he has designed, I will not take it standard. I will ask him, you put it in a mold flow, and you give me a mold flow analysis done by Moldex or whatever software I am having. That report I will see, if that report shows that, okay, there is no stress free, there is no shrinkage, there is no flow marks, it is going to be there, then I produce the mold. So what happens is I can produce a 1.8 minutes, 10 minutes if it is running also, that many number of products we can produce. So how many of us mechanical engineers are ready to learn? Don't expect that MGR college has to teach. Don't expect that VAG has to teach. Don't expect the SRM has to teach. Because they are colleges, I have a stricter curriculum they have to follow for complete. That is a basic, but that is not sufficient. That is absolutely because industry is not ready to wait for you. Industry is, if you are going for an interview, then somebody says that I know mold flows, I know Moldex, I know Tableau, I know Python. Then that person will be standing apart. Yeah, I'll finish. So second thing is, again, I'm going to share the presentation to you. The industry expectation is to be taken by people, the department or the institutions. What is industry needed? We cannot change the syllabus. Of course, you go to my YouTube channel. There is a university called Balaji University at Pune. Okay, they invited me, so I went and gave a lecture. And they told, what is what time? They told 6:30 evening. Because 6:30 will be valid function. No, sir, 6:30 only our program starts. They asked them, 6:30, who will be there? I went to the I said, 1,010 people are there. 1,010 people, 6:30 to 9:30, pin drop silence. And I asked, only is it for me alone because you want to save the cost of my flight reaching there, sending back in the next day flight and all of them. Daily, the same way we are conducting it. We check it out Google. Anybody from Balaji University, Pune, will get a job immediately. Because if you talk to somebody, my friend talked about quality. When he asks about quality, the Balaji University student is an engineer plus MBA. He will say, sir, I know AD. AD, you know? Yes, how you know? It is not in syllabus. No? People talk. That is the most advanced tool of root cause analysis. How far as root cause analysis is, we think that fishbone diagram. And AD is supposed to be Toyota following systems. The thing is talking about, why I have to leave that fellow. Even if he found another 20,000 more, I will take that fellow. Because if I take a fellow and train him on AD, it will take 6 months. And this fellow is equipped for that. That's the reason. So teachers are not doing it definitely because teachers are not aware of it. So somebody was telling that the faculty development program has to be done. I don't call it as a faculty development. Upskilling of the teachers. Upskilling of the teachers is very important. That is, for that people have to, why we have to make those people, because teachers are interested, only thing they don't know what it is. Because I was sharing with my friend, a lot of work, unrelated work. I call it as a donkey's work. ACT approval, or you got about UGC approval, arranging documents, all these things, it's a waste of it. There is no need to have an engineer or you no need to have a PhD person for doing it. But many colleges are doing it. So internship programs, projects, all these things they know. But why I have to give an intern to anyone? Am I getting any benefit? I give you one example. I gave an intern to one big university. I don't want to name the university in Chennai only. I gave a big project to him. That person has done the project. So I was very happy. Okay, it is going to be. We are going to produce a concept and we are going to launch a product. That day evening, that person has put it in his Facebook. I have done extremely happy because Kumar Sir congratulated me and it was excellent work and all. He told me he put it in Facebook. I spent close to around 12 lakhs. I dropped that. The project itself was now because the moment you put it in the Facebook, I don't know who you see. It's not. So it is because people are, it is not that that guy is a very intelligent fellow. His urge is to tell to the world, oh, I have done good. But for the industry, you are done the good is not a good. You have created a big problem for us. I have to justify to my chairman. We decided we will not take any entrance here. So what I am trying to say is, how many of you yesterday was how many of you have how many of you know that if you are applying for any MNC, you will be checked your biodata, not your biodata. They will take your name, go to the LinkedIn, go to Insta, go to Facebook and dig all the details and that will give you whether can be selected into the company or not. How many of you are aware of it? It is already there. It is being practiced. If you want to get a good job, you have to conduct yourself properly. Okay, with this, I conclude. All the information is available. If you want more information, tonight I will release a video in my YouTube channel, Dr. PS Kumar YouTube channel. You can see over there much more detail. Thank you very much for the organizers and thanks for the all. Any questions if you want to ask, you can ask me. Maybe another 1 or 2 minutes. Any questions? Yes, please.
Sir, many people are telling we need to have skills, advanced skills. And in our college, the main aim is to learn the basics. We have to have a very strong basics now, sir. But what my question is, even before learning the basics, some people are telling you have to have skills. How to do that parallelly, sir?
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay. Very good question. So you are asking. So I was evaluated in your presenting it. Okay, you are reading the slide. You are seeing me. Am I reading to the slide? That is the first quality. Like this, you have to practice. Skill is a thing can be improved by means of practice. But now we have proved qualities all can be taught. Earlier people thought that leaders will be born leaders. Today is not that. Leaders be built. Leader, like I was trained at IIM in Bangalore. I am Ahmedabad. I was L&D. So they perfected me. So I was in 1 month. But at my cost, no. It was my L&D spent money. Today, what happens for you is you have to learn many things are available. Information is available in the net. You have to bend your back. If you are working for 6 hours, make it 12 hours. Make it 16 hours. What else you have? Your father is making money. He's spending money for you, and your mother is making food for you. You coming here to chit chat with your friends and going back, You have to prove that in 23, when I complete my engineering, go to MJ University, I should get placed. For that, you have to equip yourself. We can take the horse near the water, but I cannot drink the water for horse. Ramesh is my very close friend there. Anytime if you ask, I will come. He knows, okay, and I can train any of people, but provided if the people are interested. If the people are not interested, I don't care. Okay, and I am a real coach, not a trainer. I make you to run 10 times more than the regular person. So if the people are interested, talk to Ramesh, we can do it, no issues. So parallelly has to be done. You don't have a choice. How to do parallel? Evening 5 o'clock, I want to see Big Boss. What is the value addition by seeing Big Boss? That's the reason saying it. You have to mentally attentive all this. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. When you are really ready, the guru appears. That becomes true after his speech. Sir, your speech is not only vibrant, you also dazzle up the dais with the vibrant PPT presentation. Thank you so much, sir, for your impressive session. Now it's time to honor the speaker of the session.
Understand my friend. Go.
And that's the purpose of the people, no hunger, no inequality, but we're created by you, the people, we can all be, we want to be created. Honor of you, but you, and who's the you, who's the guy in the head, of the army, who's the head, of you, and we can make a change. One step at a time, and we start today, the future will be the end. And see, don't you know it's been down, been alone. I'm strong, you and I. Can we all come together, we can make the world a better world.
Hello. We will start the challenge first. Yes. Any more? For the challenge. We'll give chance to other people. Any other institution?
No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitization, affordable clean energy, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, climate action, life below water, life on land, partnership for the goals.
Anyone has to come? Till now, our challenge is not completed. 20 seconds, all 17 go. That special gift is it.
No poverty, zero hunger, good health and health, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, reduce inequality, or affordable and clean energy, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life under the water, life on the land, peace and justice. Economical development, industry innovation and infrastructures. Participation in goods.
Partnership solid. They already completed partnership.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, students. The growth of Indian economy lies on entrepreneurs. The resurgence of entrepreneurship is the need of the hour. Entrepreneurs are the persons who take calculated risk. Simple சொன்னா அவங்களுக்கு risk எடுக்கிறதெல்லாம் risk சாப்பிடுற மாதிரி. It is a great pleasure to invite and greet the speaker of the session, Thiru R. Senthil Kumar sir, Deputy Director General, Retired Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. We also request Professor R. Shankari ma'am to introduce sir.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. It's my pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Mr. R. Senthil Kumar. He has completed his BA in Coimbatore Institute of Technology and he did his MBA in Madurai Kamaraj University. Mr. R. Senthil Kumar is a retired Deputy Director General in Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. He started his career as MPC engineer in PHL, Trichy, and has worked as scientist in CSIR, Taramani. He also got worked in multiple training institutes in Neyveli, Hyderabad, Kashipur. He has served as Indian Skill Development Service Officer in the capacity of Deputy Director General in MSCE, Government of India, New Delhi. He has presented many research papers on plant communication network for process control industries. He has conducted a survey on plant requirements at Andaman Nicobar Islands under planning commission. He has successfully implemented ISO standards for the first time in the country at Advanced Training Institute, Chennai. He was awarded with special memento for his excellency by Governor of Tamil Nadu during in the year of 2005. Now he is serving as advisor in the field of skill development, human resource, and training for industries, institutions, and NGOs. Also, board member and advisors of various universities. Once again, I welcome you to sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. First, let me thank the organizers for inviting me. Of course, to keep you engaged and awake at this moment is slightly difficult, I know. That's why I tried my best. I'll start with our IM Thiruvalluvar's Kural. Totanaitu Manakeri, Mandak Tatranaitu Mayu. Adhe Pola, Karka Kasadana, Karkoda Katrapil, Nirka. The resume, of course, a little bit Tamil, don't mind. Both are important when we live in this world. That's why this kind of seminars and conferences will keep you learning and keep abreast of the latest development technology and the current ecosystem also. My topic is basically the government initiatives and the catalyst for the skill development and opportunities for the productivity improvement. Let me start with the history and legacy of this department when the current Ministry of Skill Development really started. It started in the late 50s and 60s after the World War, when the industry, when our country was facing all these challenges to produce manpower. And again, the industry started improving one by one, especially in the infrastructures like the transport, defense, industry, etc. So obviously there was a huge dearth of manpower at that time. The earlier speaker also said, yes, we had that system. Our testimony to our skilling ecosystem is plenty in our country, starting from our Tanjavur temple, Madurai Meenakshi temple, Sri Rangam temple, or wherever you go, not only in South, anywhere in India. So definitely there was a system. And we were already trained in traditional area, but only thing it was not really focused to so many issues. And this currently this ecosystem for this particular department was started with the intention of rehabilitation during the World War. After the World War came to an end, and the industry was, the entire country was facing the manpower shortage in the technological or industry area. People started looking for some training. So that's why this actually this technical industrial training ecosystem was started. It started with the simple ITAs and the rehabilitation program started with the few places like Kolkata, Mumbai, and Chennai. This Craftsman City, we call Center Training Institutes and the ITAs all over the country to produce the skill manpower. The basic skilling was the main focus. Of course, after a period of time, the skilling became a very important phenomena in our country. So the ministry also started in a different way. There is a Director General of Training, which is the focus of all ITAs, what we call the CBT programs, National Council of Vocational Training. It started with the transfer training system, which is a basically an ITA system. Even people are aware that National Trade Certificate and ITA, it's around 200 and odd trades are available. Familiar trades are like fitter, electrician, welder, etc. Apart from that, there are so many other sectors which are not really popular to all the people. So it covers the entire spectrum of the skilling. So then we started with the training of trainers. That is the Craftsman Training Institutes, which we started in the important cities like Kolkata, where the training of trainers were also in place. Then the next thing is, after the craftsman training, where the people will go. So they have to be trained in an industry related environment. There only this apprenticeship system started. That is the Apprenticeship Act 1961. It's a parliamentary statutory act, which provides the support to the industry as well as the institution. After the skilling, after the completion of the training, they are supposed to go 1 year or 1.5 year, depends on the programs. They will be undergoing the training at various places in the industry. With the industry. So this basically this apprenticeship training system was evolved, and it has got its own role. The candidates were trained by the industrial establishment, but that is again it's not sufficient because it was only focusing on the engineering and technologies areas. In order to have more the other training system also started, that is for the traditional and service sectors, like RPL, like there are so many things are coming up in the latest system. And coming to our engineering colleges, that has already pointed out, in our country, there are 130 crores of people. but hardly less than 5% have been trained in formal training system. And there is a very big scope for learning, skilling. And even the colleges and institutions, they are not in a position to meet this requirement due to so many reasons. But new government initiative have started to give support to the industry as well as institution to go for a triple I and triple B concept. In order to meet the demand. There is always a another issue is how the currently earlier speaker Mr. P.S. Kumar was also mentioning there is a big issue in skilling demand power and the faculty development. I'm also of the view the faculty, first in the colleges, the faculty have to be trained. And incidentally now in this campus, when I was a director in Advanced Training Institute in Chennai, we trained the faculty of MGR University. And they were also exposed to the training environment, our DGP ecosystem. And definitely that gave a little wider exposure to the current demands. And this huge skilling is really needed. How it is to be done? Again, see, so other speakers are also done skilling, reskilling, this. But I also recommend another skilling is called de-skilling. There is a person who are already in the old version. They have to be de-skilled. Then skilling, then reskilling, then upskilling. That will be the order. Because there is always a gap between the three areas. One is the what I can say the skill gap. Skill gap. That is a skill gap between the desired performance of the employer and the actual performance of the candidate. So obviously this skill gap is always continuous and it is dynamic. So it requires a continuous dynamic skilling system that is being supported by the current ecosystem, skilling ecosystem. And by realizing this ever changing demand for the skilling, we have to go for personal, what is it, proper training system, where all the stakeholders have the role to play. The government has got its own role to make policies, procedures, systems, funding, infrastructure, linkage of public institution, industry, etc. But institutions have got their another role, like they have to make use of the facilities, and they also have to make the expectations of the industry in order to meet the demand gap also. And industries and corporations and NGOs, they have got their own role to support the industries and institutions by meeting the technology, methodology, infrastructure, etc. to all the users in line with their ever-changing demands. And as a user, as a trainer, as a student, my suggestion is to have a core competence in the beginning of your career. After you are wherever I go and address the candidates, I always stress upon if you are a mechanical engineer, a civil engineer, electrical engineer, please try to have some exposure in that basic core area up to at least 2 to 3 years. You will get some idea in the particular field. Then after you can always switch over. In my case also it has happened like that. So of course I came out from the engineering line long back. But whatever I learned during the previous period, especially in DHL or wherever I work, so that gave me a lot of insight and input. So that is giving me support in even the later part of my administrative career also. So that is also to be, especially for the young graduates, please try to have of course, IT cannot be replaced now. IT is all everything. You learn new technology, you learn everything. You supplement with the technology, you supplement with IT, but have core competence in your area. That is very, very important. That you should keep in your mind. That will be helped by that can be supported by the skill development program wherever it's applicable, wherever it's available. Make use of the program. Try to learn more things for the new areas, especially the new areas. Especially coming to this our industry side, the new initiatives. now government is, especially after the formation of the new MSD, that is Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, in 2014, government has already started giving support in the case of AAA, that is Institute Industry Interaction, as well as Triple P. And they are also institutions, industries also encouraged to have a multi-skill development centers. This multi-skill development can be so that can be kept in every engineering college, which is not possible earlier. Even the ITIs and the polytechnics are not allowed to function in the same year earlier. But now that system is already changed. Now the new education policy also envisages that NSQ of compliance system. People are aware, somebody may be aware, National Financial Skill Qualification Framework. That is a new thing, which is very, very important in the current scenario. That is a competency-based, output-driven curriculum has to be made by, especially by the universities and institutions, which will support the candidates. I happen to do it for the Gandhigram Rural University, where they have converted all their programs into a NSQ of compliance programs. It's a central university, people may be aware. Now they are doing in a much better way. So in the similar lines, universities like this can also devise new program with the NSQ of compliance, which will facilitate the candidates to have a vertical and as well as horizontal mobility in their further career. So these are the additional inputs which the university, the management of the university, the trainers, the faculty, and the training should know about it. So this is my simple thing. And some other schemes like these are all the common schemes which are available in our government schemes, which can be brought into your system wherever applicable, which will facilitate the first of all the industry, the industry institution interaction, as well as the candidate will also have the opportunity to know the government initiative and get the necessary support. So these are all the basic things. Of course, these are all endless again, and it is continuous. So my request to all this audience and to the management, kindly take up these new initiatives initiated by the government and give the best inputs to the students so that they can face the entire world of skills. And India is poised to become the skill capital of the world. And let us hope for the achieving that feat as early as possible. Thank you very much. Opportunity once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insight. It's time to felicitate the speaker of the session, for which we invite Sri K. Vijay Raju, Deputy Director, NBC India. Hunger and
Hi, my name is Mervyn Harris, President and CEO of Renaissance Youth Center. I hope you enjoyed the video. Over the last several years, we have now included coding into our STEM program, coding with commitment, taking global problems and offering global solutions. Last year, we had the opportunity to take our message to the United Nations. This year, we're going to take our message to multiple cities on our multiple city tour. Please stay in contact with us at renaissanceyouth.org for more information.
Thank you. So thank you. So before we go for the challenge, we will have little another one surprise gift for you. I will check who is having a good luck today. So under your seat, our team done some smiley badge. Smiley is a Krishna. Smiley sticker. Under your seat, smiley sticker is there. In that, only 7 smiley sticker are pasted. In that 7, in 2 smiley sticker mention, one smiley sticker mention STD, another one smiley sticker mention MTG. Which sticker mention STG MTG? Please come on. Smiley sticker under come. It is written stick MTG or STG. That name is written. If it is written STG or MTG or STG, come forward. It is written. No, there itself it is written STG or MTG. Krishna, yes. So another one MTG is there. MTG is Millennium Development Goal. Before 2015 is called Millennium Development Goal. After 2015 it is a Sustainable Development Goal. So 2 goals. Thank you. Come. MDG is written. No, it's not Friday back. MDG is written in the paper.
Students, why not pass the pressure under your chair?
MDG is there.
You are responsible for that.
So one challenge, 20-second challenge. Come first, anyone is there? Anyone is there? 20 seconds, all is sitting in order. Come, yeah. Come. First.
No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, and quality education, and then clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, and industry, innovation and infrastructure, then reduce inequality, gender inequalities, then sustainable and sustainable cities and communities, and responsible consumption and production, then life on climate action, life below water, life on land, peace and justice, then justice, strong institutions and partnership for the roads. Feathers of a bird flock together. A small group of thoughtful people who change the world with their ideas. And panel discussion is one among the popular approaches to discuss the trending topics. We hand over the session to Professor Dr. Krishnaveni from the Tree Department.
Happy evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and valued members of our committee. In the vast ocean of opinion, a good moderator is the lighthouse guiding the ship through the storms of disagreement. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our moderator, Dr. L. Ramesh. Dr. L. Ramesh, visited government in Jadavpur University, and he is present in Antwerp University, Denmark. His present position as AR at India Educational Research Institute, Chennai. His Bachelor of Research is towards economics. His research outcome towards the BPT with 82 publication in Google Scholar and 74 publication in Scopus. His paper quality rating for 10 at index and Scopus, 19 score in I10 index in Google Scholar, and research 8 score of 352. Now let me also take up the privilege of introducing the panel members in alphabetic order. There are no doubt experts in the respective field. First comes Dr. Gayatri Venkatramani, Senior Assistant Professor, Center of Clean Environment, IIT Chennai. She is the gold medalist in post-graduation from Anna University. She completed her doctoral studies in the field of energy storage for renewable energy at Anna University. She took an intern at University of Cardiff as a part of her doctorate study in the year of 2050. She holds 6 Indian patents in the field of renewable energy. Next comes Dr. Gogul. It is 50 years of Dr. Gogul, scientist, ISRO, 50 years of experience at Satish Dhawan Space Center, SDSP, Research AR, Indian Space Research, and awards and achievement Young Scientist Merit Award by ISRO, Youngest Industry Award, Tesla 2019, Young Icon Leadership 2022-2020. Next, Dr. T.S. Madhavini, Professor, Head of the Department of Mind, Body, Medicine and Life Sciences. Dr. Ramachandra, President of Faculty of Allied Health Science, SHR, Chennai. He is also served as IQSC coordinator of SRI at SHIAR. And his educational qualification is MS in medical psychology and MBA in hospital management. He has having a 25x plus experience, award, Young Scientist Award at national level, Young Women Research Award from Government of Tamil Nadu. His publication is of about 60 with 499 plus citation on achievement of 30. Next, Dr. Padmanabhan Sastrinathan from the College of Engineering, he is Guindy. He did a bachelor degree in equipment in 2006, master degree in power electronics and doctorate in renewable energy, and we are having a 16 years of experience in industry and educational institute. She completed numerous audit projects and his research is what energy study, solar PV, renewable energy, IoT and power electronics. She has 4 patents with IPR. Next, Dr. C.R. Robin, and he is currently working as a professor, Innovation at Siren Group of Institute, and he serves as 23 years of teaching, research, administrative experience, such as development department, joint director, field development product and BDU GKY, and TNSRAM. He is the recognized supervisor of Anna University to guide PhD scholars, and about 40 students have successfully completed. He has 75 publications in national and international conferences and journals. Next, Dr. Suresh Sitaraman, Professor, Dean, Publication Research, Department of Electrical, Sri Ishwari College of Engineering, Coimbatore, Ishwar College of Engineering, Coimbatore, India. Next, it is B in Bharatiyar University, MTech in Government College of Technology, PhD in Electrical Engineering in Anna University. He published 50 papers in International Journal and 14 in National Journal. He also presented 26 papers in National and he is a member of ISD, IETI, INENG. Thank you. Welcome you all. Sir.
It's a very happy and very green evening to all. This very happy note, we are almost come to the conclusion today. It is very happy note that we have discussed today. NPC provided opportunity for us to execute the conference on sustainability and productivity. We have various sessions in the morning. Today we all are gathered here now for panel discussion on SDG goals, academic integration and productivity. Little recap. You all know SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, which come aligned with implementation in all the countries across the globe in 2015 during Paris Climate Change Conference. It was very interesting note, all the countries joined together by the Sustainable Development Goal 17 partnership for the goals, working together to achieve goals by 2030. Let me see that how the whole globe across the people, how we are connected. There is some disconnect is there. That disconnect we need to come out with some good action point. That is the reason we all here. How the academic, particularly the Indian scenario, we can able to integrate the SDG goals and how it is going to give the very good productivity and sustainability. Let me see, we have various kind of academic institution here. You all know it is come under the UGC, come under the AICTE. Universities are there, deemed universities are there, autonomous colleges are there. Some colleges having authority to change their curriculum. Some, colleges, there is no common syllabus systems are there. Like that, there is a lot of complex situation is there in our country. But even though how we can able to integrate the sustainable development goal, you all know that across the globe, there is a lot of ranking systems are there. Times Higher Education, STG ranking is there. And this from this year, there is the NSSIR, there is a Indian ranking, it is announced. Like that, to measure the STG, there is a ranking systems are there, STG dashboards are there to measure the country performance. But unfortunately, we are not in a good number in STG ranking. There is a lot of reason behind that. So one reason we all are joined together here, how we can able to get involved in academic activities. So we have very interesting and very good speakers here from industry and academic, and not only the academic, and the academic very strong research people are here, industry very strong people are here. We have come out with 5 rounds here, round 1. So this is a speaker opinion round session. Round 2 is a discussion session. Round 3 open discussion session. In this round 3, participants are allowed to have a discussion on the particular topic. Round 4 SDG best practice session, and round 5 again question session by the participants. So we will take 45 minutes to conclude. So this is the plan, and we request there is a involvement in participants here to give your input so that collectively we can able to come out with very kind of action plan. The reason behind is the very less institution in our country is in align with SDG goals. Very less. We can pinpoint by the number itself. Like that it is there. So that kind of scenario we need to change. We are very happy. Around 15 institutions participating today in this room in Chennai, across Chennai. So that we want this SDG integration particularly for this 10 to 15 institutions first. Let me start the first round, speaker opinion. Integration of SDG goals into Indian academic system is a key need. Justify with new education policy. So in this round, each speaker will be given 1 minute of time to give their views. So all speakers will give the views for the first round. So let me start from the here, sir. Anyone we can start.
So
the round is the integration of SDG goal to Indian academic system is a very key need. Justify with your viewpoint.
So, thank you so much, sir. Myself, Dr. Gayatri Venkataramani, representing UIT. So, the first thing is sustainable development goals. So, there was a big race over there to say all the goals. So, let me put forth all the 17 right now because it is no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, and then you have quality education, gender equity, and then you have clean water and sanitation, and then you have your clean and affordable energy, and then decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, infrastructure, and then you have your all about sustainable cities and communities, and then you have responsible consumption and production, and then climatic action, life below earth and life on water, and whatever it is, your partnership with goals and everything. So everything that is the P, all the goals and everything. When you put all the things, the first and foremost thing that comes into my mind when you talk about academic integrity of SDG goals, I have a small bit of alteration. That is, out of all the 17, in my opinion, I think the SDG number 4, quality education, should be placed in the first thing. If that is placed in the front one, all the other training things could be easily achieved. Why is it? Because the first and foremost thing, all the academic organization now we need to think upon that what we have forgotten so far is understanding the need and demand of learning in the regional language. Say for example, all these SDG goals were already discussed in the Tamil and Sanskrit very well. Ellorum ellamum pera vendum, ingi illama illada nilai vendum. And if I put it in another word, when I say no poverty, it is there. It is there in zero hunger. The problem is that academic organizations are failing to understand the importance of the language, more particularly the ancient language of Tamil and Sanskrit. Even when you say computational fluid dynamics study, it is there in Gan Sastra and Vimana Sastra. Are we people are studying those subjects in the curriculum? No. There are very few organizations who give importance to these kind of languages. In German, Korea, Japan, everywhere you can see Nobel laureate, lot of innovations, and their innovation index is very high. What is the problem? Because they are learning these kind of regional languages. The problem with us is we are very hesitant to learn in our own language. So my first recommendation or suggestion or whatever it is, please try to impart the regional language in your curricula. That is the first thing the academic organization should do. Number two, you have to understand what is entropy, because entropy is maybe mechanical professors will know well better what is entropy. It is order of disorderliness. So far our education system has been completely chaos. We never understand what is the demand of the industry or what is the level of employable opportunities available in plethora in different parts of the world. We are just restricting only with ourselves to India. Recently, Honorable Prime Minister told that I will make a wonderful India such that all the American citizens will stand to get the visa for India. So that is his long-term vision for Viksit Bharat 2047. But are we really thinking in that aspect? No. So what are the essential elements? Not only bringing all the emerging technologies into the academic platform, but also you should ensure the sustainability, slow and steady wins the race. So you have to understand what is entropy and how to develop your curricula slowly, a small alteration and modification. And say for example, an Archimedes law or Pascal's law or Doppler effect, how you can create a simple chota models inside the class and make your students to understand with a live model and understanding. So each and every SDG, whatever it is you can take. Recently I have read one article, a small researcher in MIT USA. She has developed an innovation that is called developing a sensor to prevent the harassment and abuse of a woman by wearing the Bluetooth sensor in the dress. So she may not be prone to any rape or any attempt or any issues like that. This is called invention and innovation for the base of need and safety and security for a woman. So understand something, sustainability should come out by means of your thoughts. So first you try to change your thoughts. So only you change your thoughts, understand the heritage and traditions, you try to understand how to develop the curricula. This is my first point I would like to place before you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Global. Let us pointed out the regional language to be incorporated in the, but again, there is a hard discussion because our university, Anna University initiated that, but you know that how the takers is very less. So there is a challenging issues are there. But it is a very good move, but when we talk about the China, they are in the same process, but now they have changed their strategy. They are more involved in, so this is again a hard topic.
So very good evening to all. Very good, I'm scientist from ISRO. It's good that we are talking about SDG after almost something around 10 years, about to a decade, 2015 initiated. I think now the race has started and we are going to end it by another 7 years. If I put forward, I am a graduate from IIT Chennai, bachelor's, master's from IIT Bombay, and PhD from IIT Kharagpur. How do you feel? You feel something amazed, right? If I say, all the 3 degrees I have completed from IIT. Audience are there?
Yes, all will give you standing ovation for you.
Definitely, you will give a standing ovation if I say all 3 degrees are completed from IIT. But same thing if I say I have just completed by something from State University and then masters from again a State University and a PDF from State University, I think the mindset of every Indian will be something so different. Because Indians, something we always have a big applause to IITians and NITians. But rather than State University or second grade engineering college or third grade engineering college. Do you know, like, I'll just come with my own department. I think we always think something like we see something very global only. But if you're not going to act local, I think you cannot think about global. That is what ISRO is doing. You just take an example, a big organization in India. A first person, I think, who have been become a hero of entire world is none other than Dr. Abdul Kalam. He studied a small institute like from St. Joseph College as a BSc Physics. But do you think like, okay, why he has not studied in IIT, why he has not done his IAS in Bangalore, or he has not done something like an abroad university, but he could able to achieve a bigger level of education, what nobody has done it Till today, we are not forming Vivekananda like Mahatma Gandhi, but we are all praising about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam because of his technical, the orientation, what he brought to the nation. Same thing if you try to see like Mayuswami Ananduraj, who is also first man, like moon man of India. I think he just studied something like a small college in Coimbatore, GCT. You may not know, but he thought like why we couldn't able to go moon like by taking a bigger rocket, why we can able to go simple rocket by taking a kind of a physics equation. He has done it. And if you again see like our own chairman Shivan, I think he is again from MIT. Just cross, you see from physics, I think from St. Joseph College of Engineering from Tiruchi, then second person from Coimbatore. A person has come from MIT. Now I think if you see like a kind of engineering college, who is none other than like Veera Muthuvel. He's just from Sairam Engineering College, who is doing enormous concept on SDG, and he could be able to write a design and he is able to give up to the entire world. Moon can land on the Chandrayaan can land on the moon. That is the fabulous thing what we made it. It is not like something like an IIT only I can achieve something like a bigger than that. A small institute cannot do that. It is all broken into pieces. That's what ISRO has done it. And definitely one important we all have to consider the mindset and inequality among institutions. First, remove that from every edge part of our brain, so that I think definitely I think a corner of institutions, something like a nameless college also, there might be some hero will be coming out. If you try to encourage them, definitely I think these kinds of quality educations can be brought into picture. How many of you know MDG? I think Amit said there's SDG and MDG. How many of you know MDG? Can you raise your hand? Yeah, only one person. What is the MDG second group says about? Krishna. Yeah, see, that is again, we are not just going back on base. The base is very big, but we want to run up with the world with advanced technology. You know Python, we will talk about, yes, I know AI, I know ML, everything we know, but what about like your differential integral equation, you ask them, I think that is something so different why I have to learn about it. See, MDG talks about, the second one talks about universal physical, like primary education, universal achieving primary education. That is the MDG code which is given 2000 to 2015. 15 years, the United Nations has targeted about the goal number 2, how we are going to achieve the universal primary education, not even higher secondary. Because the world is something seeing the primary education base itself something so big. They given for 15 years, I think 15 years something would have achieved, that's why they changed as a quality education. Now we are not running behind quality education, that also I think in India, not even cross 10%. So how we are going to come up? Maybe government has introduced so much of policies, and the corporates are introducing some smart technology, bringing industry, academic interactions, but everything happens, I think it has to come from every individual again. The professors, the owners of the college, otherwise like the big directors of the institutions should make that as the syllabus, and they have to entertain the students into that for bringing some kind of curriculum. Otherwise, I think this is not going to bring any change. Definitely we'll have a discussion much more. So this is a small startup what has been given up. Let us always act local and think global and be strong in your base, so that definitely I think when your base is strong, I think nobody is going to beat. That is what ISRO is doing that. And we are also happy that when Chandrayaan is landed on the moon, I think the entire world is staying in India different. And today every world is basically coming to India and they want to sign an MOU for next level of mission. So that all happened by the local language, only not something like globally what we have achieved. Thank you.
Thank you, Gokul. Rightly pointed out the importance of SDG integration in academic, but the equality to be there by considering the sure whatever you pointed out is there, but it has to be broken, and even in the village some institutions are there. The more consideration to be given, then only it is very good. It has to be taken part. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening to all, Padmanabhan. Yeah, rightly both previous speaker, Dr. Gayatri and Mr. Gokul, both rightly pointed out. Among all 17 SDGs, Gayatri highlighted that education, and Mr. Gokul highlighted about reduce the equality. Yeah, I am standing with Gokul because that reducing the equality, inequality, so that will make our India will make that first among others. That is my opinion. See, you can realize that urban based education system and the rural based education system, that the difference you cannot meet another 30 years. Even though that all our all that technology, as like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, so-called disruptive technology, even when reached to that people at that among the big four company statistics, that the village people still they are using like Facebook and other that attractive media. But urban people, they are more concentrating on that the effective utilization of the same social media. So 70% of the village people, they are misusing that because they are getting attracted. But in that city-based students, that 70% of that all are third generation educational background, they have enough number. I very much impressed with Gayatri because she knows that Sanskrit, she knows that about well versed in Tamil also about Bharatiya, but really she may be somewhat better maturity background. I am village background, so I may not know about Sanskrit or I am not aware of that deep knowledge on Tamil because our education system is not that much enough. We are that first generation, so I cannot compete with the Gayatri or someone. So this is that reality. This is that big huge gap among that city as well as that village. All that opportunity is not adequately getting by village people. So that even though National Educational Policy 2020, they have highlighted much. But even then, that is not implemented effectively. About diversity, inclusivity, and there are many other factors. But our India system is not like that. We are diversified system. We cannot make it one nation, one India, one nation, and one all that not possible because we are not in that kind of system. We cannot implement. When making it like China, they are speaking only one language. You can imagine in same Tamil Nadu itself, more than 35 language people they are speaking. So how we can make it? That is not impossible. That is not possible. Not even possible. We cannot think. We can think. We can make as any common point. We can stand on that like SDG. We can stand on that because that all that instead of million dreams, it can be converted into 17. That is itself well defined, well lecture they have defined, we can work towards that. Such a system we need to emphasize at the school level itself. Nobody knows. You can ask at the level of district that education like school headmaster, they may not know about SDG. So we need to enterprise, we need to make it the system at the school level. We need to create the awareness about that SDG. Certainly that will make equality and reduce that inequality, no poverty, zero hunger, all that SDGs certainly will make the nation somewhat better in my view. So certainly my sincere request, you can create that ecosystem for that SDG at the school level you can implement. Certainly it will make somewhat betterment of all our life. At least the people may know that awareness of that the subordinates, I mean that their friendship. Suppose somebody not having that much of adequate facility, someone need to help for them. Such a system we need to create. Nowadays, our system is not like that. So we need to create that our education system like that. Then only it can be possible to achieve all other goals.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I think Gayatri, Google, Ratnavan, they pointed out the inequality, but how to resolve that inequality, given the solution also through the SDG. So SDG will be the common platform where we can come out with a common strategy. So that has to be implemented from the village, the normal school to the IIT. So that it is the, so this, in that angle we need to work. So that is what you will do.
I would thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I had a lot of things from my previous three speakers. But I'd like to say, like, as an educational institution, if we have to do something, I think the first thing is required is, do I have that quality of faculty? I think that is the primary thing, investment that any institution should make. And especially if it cannot be made in a government institution, but at least the private universities and autonomous body institutions should invest on quality faculty. I just wish to say one small thing. My daughter used to say, like, who become teachers? A maths teacher is somebody who did not get engineering. A biology teacher is somebody who did not get medicine, took into this line. A failure is going to teach me to become a success. How many teachers have become a passionate teachers who is going to impart me something, to inspire me something, ignite me something, rather than teach me something? The teacher I have is only teaches me something, she doesn't inspire me. Because she was a failure and she's coming. I'm just quoting what children of this generation feel teacher brings in. Unless and until we have teachers who are passionate, encourage and make teachers come or quality people come into education.
Yes, ma'am.
Until we make this, we will not have quality teachers. A small example, my daughter currently is doing in one of the premier institutions that you have said now. She said that should I do PhD so that like I can become a faculty. My husband immediately said, if you want to become a faculty, please become a faculty in Finland. The reason a teacher gets all the privileges that any politician gets in our country. Unless and until that comes where a teacher becomes a lucrative profession, we are not going to have people like Kumar sir as a faculty. He will only go to an industry which pays him 70 lakhs. We pay him 70,000. Unless and until that equality is maintained to attract quality faculty by academia, nothing is going to happen. We are just going to talk, nothing can.
No,
We should leave at this point so that I have my other members.
correct, ma'am. Correct. No, we are not going to talk and stop here, ma'am. So our action is like that. Already we are in lot of actions. We can come. I think with your point, I will come to some kind of decision here. STG integration to Indian academic system. Madam rightly pointed out, without, let me talk about what is the percentage of teachers in our country aware of this STG related activities, very less, maybe 1% like that. So without training the teachers, without training the quality teachers, there is, if you go directly to the students, it will get very negative result. Instead of that, going to say, even Kumar sir also, maximum all the people are pointing out. So STG for teachers, like that we can come out with a project also. The project we call it as STG for teachers, because IGEN, the Institution of Green Engineers, we have several projects we call is STG, IGEN STG, talk for STG one project is there. IGEN Energy Double Line Challenge one project is there. Maybe our next session, Senthil sir will tell about all. IGEN Cycle for Green, Krishna is the in charge for that. STG 13 Cycle for Green, IGEN Water Bank, Google is the head for that. So like that, various projects are there. So when Madam talked about, we can have another project, STG for teachers. We can come out with some kind of, so Madam, this discussion is not only for talking here. So from this discussion, maybe some kind of projects will go, some kind of action will go. So surely, but our discussion always, our teams, Bala is here and all are there. Normally we will come out with the action only. So you rightly pointed out, we can proceed with STG for teachers, that instead of teachers, we can come out with maybe some other name. So that we can, so that will move around our country, pan India, to develop the teachers in STG. Right? Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening to all, Dr. C.R. Robin, representing Sairam institutions. I just want to share my personal experience from where I started learning SDG. It happened in the year 2020 when I was interacting with my chairman at the Sai Prakash Leo. He asked one question, do you know SDG, sustainable development? Honestly, I told him I do not know sustainable development goals. And he gave me a small pamphlet, you go and read it. Okay, the interview went on well and I got placed, I've been appointed as Dean Innovation. The confidence he put on me on SDG and innovation. And he said that you will do. I'm a professional researcher and I was the Dean for Accreditation Approval. I have all kind of experience except innovation. But I started learning innovation from the day one on, the responsibility put on my shoulder. And today I have developed, I am sharing my personal experience. Probably I can say that I've developed, as Senthil sir mentioned, competition-based learning model. I've developed a learning model, competition-based learning model, integrated the sustainable development goals for academic institutions, especially engineering and technology higher education institution, that can be adopted by any institution. And that will, I just want to remind to the first our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, when he was delivering the convocation address of IIT Kharagpur, and he said, this IIT, this institution will meet the need of the country. And from his talk, I want to share one thing, there's a great responsibility on every institution to develop sustainable products. Honestly, tell me that, are we really producing sustainable products? Are we producing sustainable products for the country? A country which we are living around 140 crores of people, but even still a fruit mat we are importing from China. There is shame on us. And if the institution is not coming to us for developing sustainable products, and we have the mass, and if the institution is not, so integrating the sustainable development goal, the right thing to integrate the sustainable development goals on a curriculum, and that is the only way of implementing the NEP 2020, the holistic development. If really concentrating on the holistic development, there is a plus and positive minus in NEP. We are not here to discuss about. Let us be very optimistic and honestly, let us adopt sustainable or integrate sustainable development goal and honestly justify the holistic development of the students. And this is the best way that learning sustainable development goal and integrating with the curriculum is the only way for justifying to the country which we are living and our practice, showing the way of our practice to the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. I'm very happy to inform that in our Tamil Nadu, so Sairam is taking lead in SDG. I would like to acknowledge that. So on this occasion, thank you. And he is the head for team for that and taking care of all the SDG activities. So maybe in the last round, he will tell more tips on what are the best practice so that it will be useful for all academic institutions of our nation.
Good evening and green evening. Myself, Dr. Suresh Shetaraman. By profession, I am a professor. By passion, I am an YouTuber. Having more than 70,000 subscribers. So what I am going to give you is not my own thought process. It is a collection of data and information which I collected from the public. So I am one among there. I am going to talk from that side. I am giving something which I have just grabbed. I want to support Mr. Gokul thought process. We are talking about MDG. Now, really, as far as India is concerned, in Tamil Nadu is concerned, even we are not understanding about the second goal, that is the quality education system to all. One typical statistics I want to say that like 238 millions of students, Indian students, even not going to the school, either in the higher education side or in the secondary. That was the scenario. Last week I went to Ooty along with my friends Bala and Gokul. So you should know, you should understand the people's lifestyle which they are living. Fortunately, I have a chance to meet young budding students, specifically school students, college students. At most 800 plus institutions that I used to go every year. I will try to collect some data and information from them. Definitely, there is an inequality in the education system. We are talking about SDG. SDG, to be frank and honestly speaking, almost the institutions, the higher education institutions, now we are using it only for advertisement. When we say SDG, when we join with the agent, definitely our college name will be on the social media. So people, they come to know about this particular institution. But really, they are implementing. I do support the Robin sir. I'm really very happy, sir, that you are at least you are initiated. People in Ooty, they are not having even restroom facilities. Think about 3x3 is the restroom. 3x3. You imagine if you are in that particular restroom, whether you are capable of taking care of your own issues. But on the other side, if you go to yesterday, I was there in the hotel, 10x6, 10x14 is the restroom level. And we are talking about sustainable development goals, 17 goals or whatnot. And it is the individual responsibility that you have to take it to the public. Every individual has to take care of this one. This is one typical example. There are people, students from the airport, they are traveling 8 kilometers for their schooling. They are not having any quality education system. On the other side, we are talking about very good research proposals, what we are doing, and kind of innovations. But I would like to say a small, quote a small example here. Last week again we visited a small village here, Coimbatore, Goripalayam. A person with the third class, I think he's a third standard student. He just innovated himself for his own home with a biodigester. He is having his own plant in his home, which he demonstrated with us. We have a video, all those things. Innovations is not like an engineering education system or any education system has to give to the public. It's an individual thought process number one. And we should, as a student and as a professor or teachers, we are having a very great responsibility to impart those things to the public. That is only big tool. But we are doing the another way of practicing this for advertisement or some kind of research for getting funds, all those things. This is the realistic thing. So move along with the public, be with the public, try to understand the the pain of the public. Then we can talk about this all those sustainable goals. In that way, at least I would like to thank Ramesh sir for taking initiative for IGEN in 2019 COVID. We done an enormous thing. At least now we are talking about this kind of things. Fast food, sir, nearly in 2030. Definitely, if we all work together like this and we put up this whatever we collected here to the government, if you implement this, definitely India is going to be a #1 country for the next 20 years, as Sir was talking about. Next 25 years, India is going to rule the world, no doubt. After 20 years, definitely we lose our stage and we will move to Africa, because Africa is waiting in the queue. So within this 20 years, the individual has to take responsibility, teachers has to take the responsibility, corporate has to take the responsibility, government has to take the responsibility. On the whole, we can do this SDG and we can fulfill our nation as our #1 nation. That's what my statement is. Thank you.
Thank you, Suresh sir. And the conclusion of the first round, most of the speakers suggested inequality and lot of issues, but even that type of challenges, I would like to witness here. Then you should know that whatever the speakers told will all going to vanish now. I request Vishwajit Kumar, who is the founder and CEO of Origin Tribes Private Limited. You please come out with your product. So he is come out with the product really fit for our productivity and sustainability and sustainable development goal. And so see, whatever the quality, inequality, whatever it is, I have willpower, yes, I can able to come out with very fantastic innovation. We show all our innovation.
Yeah, hi everyone. I am Vishwajit and I am an MTech student of Dr. MGR Education and Research Institute. So I am having a startup in sustainable goals only. My startup's name is Origin Stripe Private Limited, and we are a DPIIT recognized startup and a government funded startup. So we are mainly dealing in the products which are sustainable, such as this bamboo toothbrush. So we are talking a lot about industry and all. So before going to industry, we have to change our lifestyle. Then, yes, sir. So there are a plethora of products which we are dealing in. The first is the lifestyle thing which we are implementing. Second is the stationery part, in which the institution can help us to grow and. Oh yes. Okay, sir. So let me tell you about my products. Like two of our start products are the bamboo toothbrush and a toothpaste tablet.
One by one, you tell your product. They don't have the so the toothbrush and you buy it for me.
Yeah, I'm having some 1 second. Bamboo and used together to give a premium look and promote sustainability. Yes.
No, sir. Yeah, 1 second. Let me show you some more samples, like a file.
What is the skill grade?
Sir?
Skill grade.
So steel grade is 304, which Milton is using. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you want to place order.
Yeah, okay.
Show the file now.
I will not just show the files, I will show you other things also. The first is the bamboo dyeing, which is made up of entirely made up of bamboo, because government has changed the status of bamboo from a tree to a grass. So now we are able to cut bamboos easily and use bamboos as a product. Before, China used to be the leader of this. Now we are going to be emerging leaders. And as a good news, India is the third biggest startup ecosystem in the world. So before we were very in some 4th, 5th, 6th place, but now we are in 3rd place. And we are going to remove China from the 2nd place, and we will become the 2nd in coming future. So let me talk about this thing. This is a bamboo dye, entirely made up of bamboo. The outer shell is made up of bamboo, and the inner pages are also made up of bamboo. Yeah, and along with the pen is also made up of bamboo only. So this is one thing, and apart from that, we have came up with this conference kit. Yeah, actually I didn't know about this program. So this, yeah.
20-24 daily you can make for all. I think all this has been possible of a faculty who could teach about SDG to his student. So it's quality of teacher.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I will be here. You already covered that. Okay, so thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We will take it forward to further business. Okay. So round second, there is a blueprint for SDG integration into curriculum research and development and partnership and governance. There is a document, 200-page document on blueprint for SDG integration into curriculum research and partner. How we can able to integrate? In that we are going to have a question now. The first question: can SDG integration improve the quality of learning and teaching? I would like to have one answer from this side. Can SDG integration improve the quality of learning or teaching? Whether you are for or against, whatever it is. But the rightly pinpoint the answer. No need to go for any other. Can SDG integration improve the quality of teaching and quality of learning and teaching?
Sir, in my case or in my opinion, I say yes. SDG integration will definitely improve the quality of teaching, because thus we have seen what is indigenous product development, and that's how they come out with startup, they come out with entrepreneurship. Automatically it contributes to the overall innovation index. So it is just like that you are making your own product. So obviously the market of our own country is going to be in the top among all the other people.
But again, the question is what Madam told. Whether it will improve the quality of teaching and learning is totally different. But improve of teaching, again, Madam pointed out we have to improve the quality of the teachers first. Then only we can able to go for the subjects. This side, anyone?
Also, this SDG will try to help and help the every education institution as well as the public to improve their lifestyle, economy, and whatnot. Definitely, it is possible. And this again one case study in the same Kuti. There is a one person who has completed as BE. He started his own career in giving bags of cotton, the pure. And they are making back sustainable goals. There is implemented sustainable goals, and he is giving job to the entire 41 states completely almost. He is selling all those things also. Because these kind of sustainable not possible. Definitely will the individual as a community, the entire nation also. I witnessed, and here is answers here.
Thank you, sir. So improve the learning and teaching, but my point in that the learning is very important, because the present learning system for students, there is again challenging. You also pointed out. Without improving that, yes. No, also you can. That is what I am telling you.
See, okay, they said about, it is going to improve, learning system. There are two words come for yes, okay, I will say no. Why? Because I lost almost, I think, 9 years and we are going to have another 7 years. Till today, we are doing outreach program. Not get into the real act part. How long we are going to outreach program? The outreach program, it has to come only for 5 years, 2015 to 2020. Just of another 10 years, I think we need to get into action, then only we can able to fulfill the 17 goals. If you see, I think the quality education that talks about it, the students of MTech has got some product. I think India doesn't require only one student. India is having 140 million people out of the 80% and 70% youth. And they are going to turn off India into the next level by increasing the GDP. I think for that, I think they need to come into the action. How many of you here, are here like final year or pre-final year? Can you raise your hand?
Final year, mechanic, final year,
Final year, pre-final year, third year.
final year, please raise the hand. Final year, raise the final year.
Yeah, you can program Dharalama. Okay. See, how many of you wanted to do some project that is relevant to society? Anything you talk about it? Project and then you have to do, right? So this is the gap. See, if you are ready to do a project that links to the SDG goal on the action oriented, definitely this will come into the limelight to improve or to facilitate this learning technology of the SDG.
Yes, rightly pointed out.
See, example, I think one college, third grade college, somewhere in Singapore, the principal asked me whether like we want to do some project, how to be able to connect it to the society level. I said, you do project what society needs. There's a final year student of 3 girl children, civil engineer. They came with a project that in near my village, people are not having toilet. I will do my project in building a toilet and giving them. These people have invested every people 5,000 to 7,000 rupees. They built one toilet and given back and they said, this is the real project what we have learned from my engineering curriculum. That is what right now the SDG also wanted. It's simply like we are moving towards planning, outreaching, and in 2030 will go over.
Yes.
Again, we will come with some other development goal, not SDG. It will be something like that SDG.
Thank you, Google. I think Google rightly pointed out, without having very strong strategy in implementation, the learning would be a failure. That really we also felt it. So what we did actually, we need to take these SDG goals to the students. Last 2 years we are trying, but very recently we come out with a plan called SDG FTOs. So that is the banner there. It is there. It is written SDG FTOs. It is nothing else than cultural event. It is completely cultural. SDG dance, SDG group dance, SDG solo singing. Only condition is all songs to be written in SDG board. SDG newly they have to write here script for that. It is they can talk background music, maybe some other music, but they have to write it the new song and they have to sing a song. This is like that we converted certain thing. Rightly pointed. We convert this. There is a very good reach with the students. So this is the conclusion is we need to have a very strong strategy in implementation of taking the SDG to the learning system, because the students is so we go to the next question, that is, are SDG capable of transforming academic research? I think ma'am will and Padma.
I just happened to do one small thing for Association of Indian Universities for my former vice chancellor to see like how many publications on SDG have come across from Indian universities, and it was really an appalling number. Like it is hardly any. Hardly any. If we look at put the keywords on SDG, we could hardly get anything from Indian universities. Very, very few. And the next thing, if we look into how much funding agencies give on SDG, again, that is not on that line as well. I think slowly this is catching up with because I'm from the health science university predominantly. Every publication that we give, now these publishers have come up with what SDG your publication aligns with. Now, this has given a bigger visibility for us when we go to the PhD impact ranking because it goes with the SDG. That is a beautiful thing that the publishers have taken up. Now, the next thing with the research, what we have thought is, should we bring in our ethics committee filling form with which SDG does this align with? Yes. So slowly we can start to bring in this whatever I do.
So this
it should be
STP word to be
one.
coined completely in the.
Exactly,
wherever it is
we
there,
do that, because
that
the
has to be
first,
amongst which STP.
yeah, because the first metric in all the SDG THE impact ranking is your publication in that area. So we thought that this should be one way we can bring it. I should thank Dr. Ramesh because he came and did the sensitization program for our university, both the students and faculty. And that's what we thought, our student council to do something like that ethos for all the SDG related activities entirely handled by the student council of our university. So now this has made them now come up with research topics related with SDG. So how we brought, and university can bring in the faculty is one way. University to bring in the student talk in a language which they can understand. For the faculty, if your publication is aligned with the SDG, it gives you a better mileage, better citation, and that is going to help the university get a better ranking because that's our visibility. And in these three things, if we go in research and SDG can bring.
Yes, that STP.
So I do agree with ma'am, and one thing, it takes more time to convince the publishers if you announce your call for based on SDG. Rather, we can do one thing at our level, from the college level, institution level, what we did, I just wanted to do. Every project must be aligned or mapped to any one of the SDG and start from the review, zeroth review on. The moment they identify the problem statement, they have justified that it is coming under this group. And we will give three options: primary goal, secondary goal, and tertiary goal. It should be come under any one of the groups. And in the first time when we did in the year 2020, and we got more number of projects are mapped with goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. Being a technical and engineering institution, it is obviously the case is like that today. Then we have come up with every student must align, identify primary, secondary, and tertiary goal. So that we have taken the responsibility of assigning. So after 3 years, this time, we got equal number of projects, almost in all 17 goals. That's what I always say, that don't only focus on being an engineering, be an education institution, don't stick on polytechnic institution. We have higher scope for all the goals, and the institution must focus on all 17 goals. And writing or educating started from us, Google sir pointed out, socially relevant projects. And project is the one where students can showcase their innovation. In Tamil, we will say that if you leave the projects, that discussion had even the first discussion with my chairman, that what we can do to make the students do their project on their own. It's a challenge of every higher education institution. Honestly, tell me that how many students are doing their own project on their own, it is supposed to. And we implemented it, and we have through the integration. And this time, especially this time, no student, actually 100% eradicated student buying projects from outside. Every student, they do their project on their own. When they identify the problem, they identify the problem in the first year. And I will tell you, if you get a chance, opportunity.
No, you can continue because this is very important.
Yeah.
Whatever you implemented, already they implemented and they got the result. So I think you.
We are professor of computer science department. I have the responsibility as dean innovation. I sat down, I spent a lot of daily nights because I had to show my position. Then I came up with a model that I have identified that where the engineering institutions are making mistakes, students, when they come from the school, they are very innovative. And what mistake we are doing is, we are not giving that much exposure in the first year. We are pampering the students in the first year. And when they come to second year, they started seeing the department as an alien. So this is a drawback which the pitfall we have identified. And why don't we initiate it from the first year? I read a lot of articles, and most of the successful Western universities, they do their program, they start their engineering and technology program with the immersion program. So we introduced immersion program. As we said, we have signed MOU with the State Institute of Rural Development, Panchayat. I happened to meet the director, and I saw the infrastructure at the Chengalpat. The institution is so big, and they are responsible for educating all the Panchayat leaders. I saw the syllabus. This must be important to our engineering students. I thought. Then I had a discussion with the director, SIRD, and I took all my students, around 2,400 students last year to SIRD, and where the facilitator given training on on sustainable development goals to all the first year students. They were come up with a clear idea about what is SDG, and as part of the immersion program, they have been taken to model village, including the epic park developed by the former IAS retired officer Shana Silanayar madam. And she has a epic park at Padu, and all the students had an opportunity of interacting with her, and also some of the modern villages. How the technology industry 4.5, as Kumar said, leading industry 4.0 and promoting sustainable development will not possible. We have to integrate. I know because I am a professor of computer science, I know the importance of technology, industry 4.0 and 5.0. We cannot omit anyone. We cannot suppress one and we cannot encourage other. Everything should go on parallel. SDG, industry 4.0, engineering technology. See, this has given a tremendous result. Last year, when the students are allowed to present their ideas, there were around 2,700 ideas given by first year students alone. From 2,400 students, we got around 2,700 ideas. We have documented it. And as Sandeep sir said, we have come up with a competition-based learning model. From a 20 years of teaching experience, I have been to the project-based learning model. I was in the experimental-based learning model. What was missing is the competition among the students. I learned it from the hackathon, smarter hackathon, how students are so competitive. If we hinder their mind, then automatically their innovation will come and fall down. So we have developed a competition and given a name. It looks very. I want to tell you the name: Sairam SDG Ideathon for first year, Sairam SDG Solvathon for second year, Sairam SDG Innovathon for third year, Sairam SDG Inspirathon for final years. When we were discussion in 2020, the moment I joined in a new institution, when I was proposing, there was lot of resistance from the senior faculty. They said, you do whatever you want, but only the interested students.
Don't disturb this.
Don't disturb. And another reason why I quit first year, the 20 years of experience, faculty members are working more than 20 years, and I told you, if I start something from final year, they will not allow me. Third year, they will not allow me. Second year, they will not allow me. The only option is, if I start doing something from first year, I have to convince only one HOD. First year HOD. And we have two institutions. I am taking responsibility of two institutions. So I took, I can convince, rather than convincing 20 HODs, I can convince the first year HOD. Is very, very simple. It's another ball game. I did. Okay, so first year Ideathon, we will ask the students to submit their ideas. This is what, without any idea, I just proposed on competition. And they said it is only for interested students. I said, no, whatever you have done, if you conduct something for interested students, what is the point of talking about inclusive growth? Even the government is talking about inclusive growth. My argument was, when all the students are paying the same fee, and all the faculty members are getting equal salary. Why it is not? Are we allowing only interested students to take part in your laboratory examination? Are we allowing only interested students to take part in your peer examination? When it is for everyone, innovation should be for everyone. Don't restrict the students by saying that only interested students. Even the first week, it happened during the pandemic period 2020. We conducted the first program on 26th January 2021. The next day the college reopened, the 25th reopening day, 26th. I had an opportunity for first year students to showcase presenting their idea. And it was big success. And the same batch is now in final year. What I want to tell you is, first year we will check only their ideas. Second year we will teach. They will come up with the same idea to second year. They will do the validation part alone. Third year, when they come to the idea which they have identified in the second year or first year, they do the prototype. And final year, even without their knowledge, when they come to final year, you will tell them that develop your product, that will become their final year project. So this way, we have totally eradicated students buying their project from outside. Successfully have done all the projects. And I'm looking for the no, I have added a lot of, first year I have included critical thinking, second year I have included design thinking, third year I have included boot camp and technological training. Finally, Inspirathon is nothing but inspire your project, inspire others through your paper publication, through your pattern publication. And I want to tell you this result which we have achieved is no, the Scopus publication alone in the year 2022 it was around 263. And because this initiative 222, it jumped from 260 to 720. Scopus publication alone I'm talking. And proudly I want to tell you that the pattern publication from the student work alone, we have filed so far 70 patterns from student work alone. We have conducted several IT clinics. It's all just copied from the IIC, Innovation Institution Council, and we are honestly following all the instruction, all the guidelines given by the Government of India and Government of Tamil Nadu for the students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So very best practice implemented. I think we will have a separate discussion with you and we can find out some best practice and release it to other institutions so that they can implement. So we can move on to. Yes, sir. So the third round, there is an open discussion session. Another 5 minutes will conclude. The role of professional society in supporting academic activities and sustainable development goal 17. What is the role of professional society? You all know IEEE is there, Institution of Engineers, India is there, Institution of Engineering and Technology UK is there, Institution of Green Engineers is there. Like that, we can find out lot around 70-80 professional societies are there. What is the role of professional society in supporting academic activities? We can have some 1 or 2 points from the audience. Right. Sir, this is for the audience. This question. Any 2 audience? So the role of professional society in supporting.
Only for students or what? Students.
No, like your panel members, you are the panel members now and you can.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. The role of professional society in supporting academic activities and investing. Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Professional society contributing to the SDG is very, very important. How we can do it? Like Institute of Engineers. We have Institute of Engineers, which has a good team of people. But what they are in the silos with silos is this knowledge center. They don't share the other people. The moment you involve those people, they will share the knowledge. But the reason is not sharing the knowledge is they think knowledge is power. They think knowledge is money. If I were sharing to somebody else, if I share it to Sendil will be good. I will not be good. But today, it is fitness. Knowledge is available in Google. There is no need to have the knowledge. But the only thing is, you have to go and attack those professional bodies and select people who are interested in that. So we can assemble and we can form. And IDA, we are 4, 5 people are there.
See, already best example, 2 societies partner with us today.
Yes. So like every college should do. That is the reason I'm telling you. Every college should go for IDA.
Google is finding out he is the chairman for EWB.
That's the reason I'm telling you.
Engineers Without Border. Engineers Without Border, that is the international professional society.
No, go with the passionate people. That's all. If you take a passionate person, that person will lead it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And we will go for the last round. That is the best practice. We can use some. I think Naira already pointed out the best practice. One best practice you are going to tell me. Best practice. And you want to tell me another one best practice. One best practice.
So my domain is basically I'm working for the SDG 7, clean and affordable energy for everybody. So the point is that I've been working in this energy field since 2013. So my project is funded by Ministry of New and Renewable, which of course Krishit involved in it. So it is actually funded by MNRE for about, I'm the first person to do in India. So it was funded by MNRE with a funding of 43 lakhs. So I did my research under the present Vice Chancellor of Anna University. So the thing is that project had a lot of hurdles. But what we did is that it's a kite generation concept. So we have simultaneously generated the hot energy, cool energy, power, and as well as desalination. So we have developed a very big project for that.
And one thing is when I was there in UK for a part of my PhD, I have seen one interesting project. My dear students, I want every one of you to listen this one. Why? Because they have taken all the restrooms and toilets, human waste, everything. Because per day, every human is generating nearly somewhere around 500 kg of human waste that is capable of generating 0.5 kilowatt hour of electricity. So you try to understand what is the importance of waste management. So in that UK University in Warwick, they have developed that project and real time they have implemented it. So I want every one of you to understand what is the need and demand of implementing a real time project that will fetch a real value for your own organization and university. But the pathetic thing is that all the researchers in the recent days are not recognized that much. So I want every one of your organization to celebrate this Environment Day, Water Day, even in December 22nd, we have Ramanujam Day. So please celebrate all the days, recognize all the researchers, like how you celebrate all the top level artists in Bollywood and Hollywood, what you do. Please give that much importance because Stanford University has released a list of top 2% scientists. I don't know how many of you know from Tamil Nadu how many scientists are there. So please recognize all these people. Give some importance to the implementation project in reality that fetch you the real value for your organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Sir, you can find out your best practice research because you've done very good contribution, particularly in the research related papers.
In my view, we need to incorporate all 17. Really, that is very significant for all of us, not only for working towards, it is that layman also needed for everyone needed. That is my objective. So transdisciplinary study, nature of study need to start at the school level. So that practice need to be initiated. And similarly, that is CSR, corporate social responsibility funding, effectively used for this kind of SDGs. So that itself make wonders. The same thing, instead of going for NAC, NBA, so many autonomous body, they must incorporate correlating for all that 17 SDGs. Certainly, it will be a successful model for making wonders for India. So this is all inclusive nature that will make that India will become #1.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Suresh.
As a concluding part, I'd like to add only one thing that as best practice, we started jogging with my class student friends actually. We used to go. On the way of walking, like jogging, we just try to pick up the plastics on the roadside. Taking a body bag and we were picking up. Suddenly we sat together and we were discussing what to do with these plastics. So one fine morning, one particular fellow came with a good thought process. And those plastics has been converted into t-shirts. Because we are here in the Tirupur side, we got already we prepared, we modeled it and everything. Unfortunately, due to some chemical issues that is not have been given to the public, and it was still in the pattern office, not for waiting for a pattern. So this was one best practice, and also we just executed this electric vehicle long before 2014 itself. We just have a drive from Coimbatore to Europe 100 kilometers within 7 rupees. That was put earlier, and if the unit is not implemented in pattern side, it is not put right now. We have a lot of technologies. What I want to say is like finally, it is as I said, individual thought process. You have to see it in your mind that every SDG aspects of this thought process needs to be seated in the mind of the individuals, not for publicity. They should not make it a publicity. Even though NIRF rankings came, NIRF came into the existence just before 3 years, 4 years back. Every campus is not to publish Scopus, SCA, what is going on around. Everybody knows what is the fact which is going on. Now, Australia came to know about one particular US ranking. Unfortunately, Indian universities are not in the top 222 ranks. The first 222 ranks have been ranked by the other 5 universities, no, even including IITs we're talking about. Because we are talking about SDGs. Already some universities implemented SDGs, now we are talking about SDGs. If this SDG has been incorporated into the syllabus, right from the schoolings, right from the higher education side and from the universities, and into the student mind and to the staff mind, definitely we can achieve a lot as India is going in the past. So that is what my final statement. And this should be proper. It's not in a paper.
Thank you, Suresh. And I would like to find out the electric vehicle. On this note, I would like to introduce CEO of EV Nexus, our Padmanabhan, Dr. Padmanabhan. He is having 12 locations. He is manufacturing the EV vehicle. He is a registered Government of India manufacturer, and we have 2 manufacturing units in Chennai and 60 location in India. So anyone would like to purchase EV vehicle, you can register now itself with the direct CEO. Special offer also EV vehicle. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Just Google, you can put EV Nexus, it will come. If you like to, maybe some of people you are in the village, if you like to take branches also, you can meet him so that he can able to support and help you.
Thank you, sir.
Last concluding.
See, the one best practices, what everybody was talking about plotting. See, there are so much of like dots are there, it's not getting connected. It is very important. I'll give one example. I think we know solar, right? Solar which is there in our calculator, which we have panels, which we even have on satellites. But till today, I think the solar is not getting implemented anywhere. Still, it is like a dot, we're not getting connected. But how many of you in this forum, I think everybody will be having a mobile phone. Without Ola or Uber, I think your phone would have not been unfilled. Because we need some kind of a forum where we have to get connected. And somebody sitting in US or UK, I think he is earning money by putting one app in our phone and is simply enjoying it. For the real sense, we are all talking about SDG, global warming, urban economy, a small solar panel which we couldn't be able to put on our own here, and we couldn't be able to generate electricity. It is something interconnected. The same way, I think, I say the best practices, I think, today I think Sairam has given so many cons, Ideathon, Inventhon, many cons are given. I think MGR has taken Chapo, what is it, sir? FDO. See, FDO, they brought it. I think another 13 institutions are there. These are all dots. I think if we get connected, I think definitely I think we can achieve this achievement. If we are not getting connected, I think definitely we are going to talk like this in many forums, only for the event, and it's not real to the goal. So let us connect it. I think definitely, I think before going, at least let us not take some pledge, at least that we will get connected and we will make this SDG to get implemented at least by 2025, so that 2030 we can able to make our own India. We are being connected and bringing so much of change in SDG.
Thank you, Gokul.
So finally, Gokul sir and as well as Ramesh sir in the morning itself sir inspired one point, that is there is some psychological mind change is actually required. That problem in my point of view is not with you all students, it is all with the system, because the system is not that much respecting the teachers as Madhavi madam pointed out and the researchers. So when the researchers and the scientists and technocrats and technical people and industrial people, all the people working for academia are highly paid and respected, and I'm sure that situation, all the dots will be definitely connected, and thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. There's a lot of concluding remarks. I can talk 5 to 10 minutes. Due to time limit, I will come out with direct conclusion. The conclusion in 2 things. One action plan we are going to take to project in the Aizen, STG for teachers, like that. So that is the one. Second thing, because the other, for example, Sairam now best done very good. If Sairam will come out and ask other institution to follow, our mindset no one will follow. Why I should follow Sairam? Why I should follow India? This is the big challenging part in our Indian system. We must accept that. So my concluding here the professional society will take care of it. So the professional society, Institution of Engineers India, Institution of Green Engineers, Institution of Engineering and Technology UK, EWB, we can come out with all 10 to 15 professional society, come out with memorandum of understanding by implementing this SDG academic integration. So this SDG academic integration, collective of SDG 17 partnership for the goals. So 10 professional society joined together, come out with some blueprint. Maybe 3 pages or 4 pages blueprint. In that blueprint, we can come out with all best practice. We examined MGR best practice ethos, Sairam best practice innovation. Like that, Ramachandra will have another best practice. All best practice we can include in that and come out with it is a concept of the professional society blueprint and take it forward to the pan India. So this is a conclusion, sir. Maybe before next year, maybe I hope the same sponsor we will be able to get in the next year, and we will come out with the second version also. That version we will come out with this conclave outcomes. That is what I would like to. So it is not like a only discussion. Always we will like to come out with the outcome. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
things have been mentioned. There is a lot of things which are related to health and well-being, good health and well-being. I hope that none of the health related bodies, professional bodies talk about SDG. I think if engineering team, we are integrating for research. If you talk about SDG into health.
See, we made it like a common only, it's a professional society, whatever engineering, medical, like that, all we can put together and come out with a common agenda. Thank you, man. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks to all the speakers. The session discussing provoking thoughts and accepting goals.
Sir, Bala
We
sir.
would like to felicitate our speakers of the panel discussion.
வீடியோ பார்க்கணும்ல.
Dr. L. Ramesh, sir, meeting order. By Dr. Ganesh Kumar, sir. Dr. C.R. Reddy Robin, Dean Innovation Street, Sairam Engineering College, is being honored now. Dr. K. Padmanathan, CEO, EV Nexus Private Limited, is being honored now. Dr. V. Gayatri, Center for Clean Environment, VIT University, Vellore, being honored now. Engineer V. Gokul, Scientist ISRO, Shah, is being honored now. Dr. Suresh Sitaraman, V. Eastern College of Engineering, is honored now. Dr. D.C. Madhavi, IPC, Department Heads, Ramachandran, the Higher Education and Research is honored now. Thank you, thank you. And wonderful session. Thanks to all the speakers.
கொஞ்சமே பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாரு. பண்ணுவோம் நம்ம பாலான் 4 பேர் கரெக்ட் தான் போகும். ஒரு 5 நிமிஷம்
Director of the Institution of Green Engineers, Assistant Executive Engineer, I'm delighted to present our esteemed guest, Dr. Senthil Kumar, currently serving as an Assistant Executive Engineer at Tamil Nadu Transmission Corporation Limited. He possesses a profound ardor for grid management, power system planning, power quality analysis, and the seamless integration of renewable energy sources into our systems. Talking about his academic journey, he has earned a bachelor's in electrical and electronics engineering from Anandra University, postgraduate diploma in electrical energy management and energy audit from the same institution, master's in power system engineering from Anna University, and doctorate in electrical engineering from Pune University. He's the most familiar face in India in all our NCI activities, IGL activities and ILA activities. His remarkable achievements include receiving the prestigious Professional PISA Icon Award from the Institution of Engineers, the National Eminent Engineer Award from I2OR and the Sri M. Visvesvaraya Achievement Award from the Institution of Engineers. With an extensive experience spanning 23 years in the realm of renewable energy, his expertise encompasses various phases on real-time grid operation for scheduling renewable energy sources, optimizing the utilization of hydropower plants for economic efficiency, facilitating open access and connectivity for diverse generators, efficiently managing state grids based on merit order principles. We are confident that Dr. Senthil Kumar's wealth of experience will profoundly impact our discussions today. On behalf of National Productivity Council and of Central Education and Research Institute, we are glad that you are here.
Very good evening to all. I think today everyone enjoyed with the idea and the productivity. So today finally we come to the discuss about the IGEL activity in the 9 mantra. So why we are going to save the energy by 9 mantra? Because our Tamil not only the our India consumption is around 240 gigawatt power requirement. Based on the gigawatt requirement, before COVID period, after the COVID period, just we have to check that almost 220 gigawatt power is increasing from Tamil Nadu itself. Before COVID, 17,000. After COVID, in 1 year, 2,000 megawatts. So the next coming year, 2024, yeah, we are expecting 21,000 megawatts. How we are going to manage? So everyone discussing about the sustainability. Save mother. Everyone. So how they are going to implement in reality? So based on that condition, during the COVID period, IGEL has to take for the 9 months. The 9 months is there. Based on 9 months, the equipment like and lighting, storage equipment, and LED screen lab, and the regular screen of the refrigerator, leakage of heavy equipment during peak hours, off peak hours, whatever we use the peak hours. Avoid giving the equipment in standby mode, optimal temperature setting, light just one kind of thing. So based on that day, we are able to get the project by 2021. So 21 to 23, we are rejected all conditions participated. Out of so 700 students are participating. Out of 700 students, 204 students only completed the full phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is first the person has to go and meet the resident. Initially, 9 months and then take a snapshot and post it in the Facebook. After that, 1 year, they visit the same house, how much consumption utilized. So after that, they are getting lot of relief, 36,000 units relief from that house, total for the year to IGEL. So based on that thing, each and every institution take on steps in school level, college level, and industrial level. So it is much benefit to the society, and we reduce our consumption and save our mother earth to reduce our energy consumption. So that is our ultimate mode of IGEL activities. So that's why we are going to inaugurate. This is the version 1.0. So next thing we are going to inaugurate. First is to college have been inaugurated. Next tomorrow we are going to inaugurate the there is a energy management challenge with the 1.1 by 7 people answered purpose by tomorrow actually. And then we are going to start in the all companies are also started very also. So on that, let's say 2.0, government and institution combinedly want to join together to save our mother earth, to implement the energy and chart. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
Add on to Dr. Sardil sir, so kind note that this is the actual real implementation. Just in the morning itself, we are talking about the discussion talk like that. So this is the real implementation we done. Project is called Island Energy Double Line Channels. One paper is with you all. So that is the simple 9 mantra to save 1 unit per day at your home. If you implemented, it will save 1.3 kilogram carbon dioxide. It will save 720 liter of water. So to generate 1 unit, we need 720 liter of water. So that is the idea. And first version project completed. Sir already told 250 ambassadors are created, and now our project got indexed in United Nations. That is the UNSDG, United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, and our project ID is SDG Action 38555. Tomorrow, our senior manager Kada is here, Dr. Bala. His managing director is going to inaugurate the next version of the project tomorrow morning, 10:30. So this is the partner institution, TIC, TERI, INCOT, IITM, and NPC, all are joining together tomorrow to witness the second version of the project. And this project will, the idea for this project is to create again 1,000 ambassadors. So that is the plan. I request the institution, those who participated today, will also take part in that and join the project, and some institution taken this project for their credit also. This is what I like to share. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. We now invite Sri M. Srinivasan, sir, to felicitate the speaker of this session. Sir, please. Reports on events, episodes, action plans shared by eminent professionals. We now require some additional registrar, Dr. B. Srinivasan, to conclude this session.
லாஸ்ட் ஒருத்தர் குடுக்கலன்னு சொன்னார் கொடுத்தது சார் சார் கொஞ்சம் உட்காருங்க சார்.
I would like to add a simple, 5 minutes straight away out of this presentation. I want to have a comparison between few countries, how they have developed their SDG goals, especially the productivity, how it is directly associated with energy. Yeah, and then energy is directly associated with all these SDG goals. Dear participants, please, exactly in 1990, this is the status of China and then US. So their GDP that I have listed here. So see the GDP of China and then GDP of US. Now the GDP of our 3 countries, where we are right now 4 trillion, and then China is 18.1 trillion, and then the US is 25.46 trillion. Then again, one more, see, I'm trying to tell you what, how the energy is playing a vital role in deciding the GDP. The China in 1990, they were like this. Then the US, they were around, see the difference in the British period. Now, this is another comparison, the electric grid consumption per year. So how much we generate? 1,844 terawatts per year, and then again the per capita energy consumption by Indian, and then Chinese, and then the US. See the difference. See the difference. This is the projected GDP of our country, where by 2030, see, we'll be crossing around 17.948 trillion economy, but these drive here has to come from the energy. That's what actually I'm trying to say. Again, see, this is the daily electricity demand in India. So how it was, and then how it should be at 2040. If you know the difference, where exactly the place are there for you, the engineers. So that's what actually I want to tell you. See, right now, the residential and then other things. I mean, as already I have seen, I have shown here the per capita is only 1,327 kilowatts by now. But by 2040, maybe. So where this will be the scenario, the residential consumption will also increase, and then the industry the consumption will also increase, agriculture consumption will also increase. But where are the sources? So that's what actually. So this is the scenario where the global energy transition, I'll go with the other slide and I'll come back. Now, this is a very interesting PPT where, see, I have compared the three superpower, how they are generating the electricity. The coal is predominantly by by China and then India. We fire coal a lot. So this how actually we are generating the electricity, but rather with the firing of the coal, all these things nuclear, US have led, the superpower as far as economy and then productivity is concerned, but now they have gone to 10 to 12% utilization of coal in their energy generation. See the hydropower, where right now we are only 3 to 5%. See, China has really surpassed in this particular aspect, and then now they are in 17 to 20%, where the other country. So that's what. And then again, natural gas also. We are also consuming a lot of natural gas. Then US, they are getting a lot of natural gas because of Alaska and other area where they trap a lot of natural gas. And then without harming the atmosphere. And then see, this is also nuclear power. We are getting 30 to 35%, and then China is right now in 18 to 20%, but likely it is going to be the game changer in the future. Now, we need development. For development, we need energy, but energy at the cost of what? So that's what actually the question is. The energy at the cost of our environment. See, per year, this is the per capita CO2 emission per capita. That is you and then me. Here, we have spent 8.1. So like that, here, so this is the. I think these are the known effects of these coal-fired energy sources. This is the three gorgeous term, I think probably maybe knowing it here, so which could able to generate 22.5 gigawatts of energy, so which is hardly coming around one rupee 50 paise per unit, something like that. Very cheap source of energy. So we have to look into generation of such stuff. This is another as already stated by Dr. Bennett sir. So we have said zero carbon neutral by 2070. China is by 2060, and the US they pledged by 2050. Now, please, as engineers, you have got another 40 years of your career. Please align your goals in these here. Right now, we are bringing down the fossil fuel consumption, and then slowly we are increasing to the clean energy. Then, see this. The CO2 emission of here 8% decline. So that means what happens, by 2030, then path to reduce global warming by 1.5 degrees centigrade. See, here, that year is there in the bottom line, which I could not able to bring it here. So, these are the practices actually we are supposed to do. Right now we are in 2020, this is 2030, this is 2040, and then the last one is 2050. So by that time, actually we need to, in 2020, no need for new updated coal power, but because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, again Europe have started using importing coal, and then when the coal based energy generation have started. But anyway, this is a setback, but definitely we will achieve the goal. And then this is another interesting data element. See the investments, the government spending for clean energy is totally increasing in the number of billions of US dollars. So if you take the right decision, probably you can align yourself for your future activities also, be part of these sustainable energy activities. As engineers, try to align yourself. So, these are the other data associated with the research activities associated with this development of sustainable energy. India is also one of the top player, leading player as far as solar energy is concerned. The top 5 solar amongst the top 5, we have the top 4. 2 plants there in our country. So this is the first one. Then again, China is the second one. And then again, the third one is our country, Karnataka. And then this is the Egypt. So like that, now here, we have plenty of scope for improving our energy through the sustainable generation also. This is the final slide. Now I want to. So as a takeaway, as engineers, if we take up these roles, so definitely we'll have a positive contribution towards this SDG, and then towards taking our country as a real superpower by 2040 or 2050. So this is what actually I want to conclude.
We would like to honor Cyril sir with memento, for which we invite Thiru Srinivasan sir. We would like to honor Thiru Vijay Raju, Deputy Director, NBC. Sir, please come up on stage.
If the first person regarding the program, then the program will change.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciations can make a day or even change a life. Moving forward is certificate distribution. We invite one faculty as a representative from each college to come up on stage to receive your certificate. We would like to invite Dr. Ravi Ranjan sir to come up on stage to distribute the certificates to the participants.
Sir, Bala sir, கொஞ்சம் உட்காந்துருங்க சார். Bala sir, கொஞ்சம் உட்காருங்க சார்.
Organizing committee of pitch presentation from LGC and I. And this program was organized by the 3 rounds. Finally, we come out with 6 participants today. Out of the 6 participants, we come out with 3 winners. Winner, runner 1, runner 2. First, Subhida from KIOT. Cash reward rupees 3,000. Ion Institute of Technology. Sumita A.
Sir, one sir.
Next, runner 1, who is Sachin B from NGR Education and Research Institute. Next, Shanmuganathan from.
If you smile, you can win the game.
Next, Shanmuganathan from BS Abdul Rahman College of Institute of Engineering and Technology. Thank you for all participants for participating in this pitch presentation from NPT committee. Thank you all.
I would like to invite the Secretary of the Rural Local Center to come on the dais, Chairman of the Rural Local Center, and the Secretary of Tamil Nadu State Center Institution of Engineers India to join the list.
We would like to invite Dr. V. Santana Krishnan from Radhalakshmi Engineering College. Dr. S. Rajesh Khanna from Radhalakshmi Institute of Technology. Ilaki Lodi from Indira Institute of Engineering and Technology. V. Bindu from Savita School of Engineering. Karthik N from Kingston Engineering College. Shaktivel V from TJS Engineering College. Guruvinda Naidu D from St. Peter's University. Simon Engineering College. Then anyone from St. Peter's University, faculty or student is available? So moving on, we have N. Sadu from National Activity Council. Participant from NPC to come up on stage. Kapil Sivan R from the Lane Memorial School and Junior College. Mr. Wade Anthony from Street Engineering College. Yes, Karpuswamy from Katiksha Engineering College. Get Deepa from CSI College of Engineering. Get Deepa from Archie Energy and Utility Services. I Shanmugarathan from V.S. Abdul Rahman Person University. Nasrullah Syed Lutfullah, the Institute of Engineers India. We would like to invite faculty from our university.
தம்பி சீக்கிரமா போமா வீடியோ எடுப்பியாமா எடுப்பியான்னு கேட்டான் சரி அப்படியே பிளான் பண்ணிக்கிறியா
Thank you.
Sir, one side. Okay, sir.
NPC also. Can I ask?
Before that, the members those who are watching in live in the YouTube channel, you will get the e-certificate for all the sessions by 30th December. 30th December you will get it. NPC team, now NPC IPL.
கொஞ்சம் இந்த பக்கம் வந்துருங்க சார் தம்பி இந்த பக்கம் வந்துருமா மேம் உட்காருங்க மேம் ப்ளீஸ் உட்காந்துருங்களா Okay, ma'am, கொஞ்சம் வரும் மேம். Okay, ready sir, ready ma'am. One second ma'am, one second. Ah. Ma'am, please, ma'am. What size, sir? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it is late in the day. I think everyone is in a rush to go back. I would like to thank Dr. Rajiv for his unstinted support in all the information and knowledge he shared with us. So, I thank all the who shared their experiences in the way forward. So, to learn from each other. I thank you all. I thank all the participants who made the event successful. I thank Thank you all. And I hope
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Every end is a new beginning. Dear faculty and students, let's be the messengers and the ambassadors of today's conference. Let's share the valuable insights that occur during productivity and sustainability thoughts to the public. Thank you all. We conclude with the national anthem. நிகழ்ச்சி இனிதாக நிறைவடைகிறது. நாட்டுப்பட்.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ कलवंदा हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जय जय मंगल जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
Refreshments are arranged outside of the